8:48, it's Elliot in the morning. Your phone number for everything. 866-2-ELLIOT. 866-235-5468. Hello, class.
Hello.
Hey, how are we today?
Good.
Good. How you feel? You feel rested.
Not really.
How do you not feel rested?
I mean, we definitely got home a lot earlier than I thought we would.
Diane, never jinx it like that. Never jinx it like that. That is the first rule. It was 2 hours down, 2 hours back.
Pretty amazing.
That will never, ever, ever happen again.
And it was raining.
It wasn't pouring, but you had rain, but that'll never happen again. You know that'll never happen. I feel like you would be good and rested, though. Well, you were cutting them logs in half.
All right, let's not make reference to cutting Diane, anything.
A little cheese, whatever.
No, that was a lot of cheese.
Hey, you know what? My system was full of wings, and they needed to fly, and that was it. That was good, though, last night. Mm-hmm. That was solid. And then we'll go right back at it tonight. Tonight, obviously, we get Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert, so that'll be busy, so then we'll get that. Tomorrow will be good and crispy. And then, but tomorrow will be one of those days you're just tired, and then you're just goofy. And then you have no idea what happens. That I look forward to. I like that feeling. That's going to be good. All right, listen, before we get too far into everything, I feel like the whole way down and the whole way back, we were keeping up with what was going on in San Bernardino. And then you had press conferences. When I got home late last night, I was watching some of the press conferences and the stuff that was going on. And then they started releasing names, and they were going into the house where they lived. In terms of the latest from everything overnight, they identified the two gunmen, a husband and a wife. Did they determine that they were definitely married? They keep saying they were either engaged or married or... You know, the latest report that I read is that he had gone overseas and taken a bride and a child. And I guess yesterday morning before he went to the meeting, which he then left, went and got his wife, and then they went back to the center, is that they had dropped their kid off at a relative's house. Mm-hmm. Now, I did see one of his relatives speaking late last night or early this morning. The brother-in-law, right? Brother-in-law, right, who was talking this morning. But in terms of whether they were married or not, everything that I read made it sound like they were. Yeah. In terms of, like I said, he went over, they had met online, he went overseas, and then kind of brought her back as his wife. But 14 dead. I saw the number of wounded went up. So 17, but I guess they said that there's a good number that are of those wounded that are critical. Right. Still. So, and I think that the number that I saw was 10 of the 17 were critical. Yeah. I think 3 more were serious, and then the rest had varying different levels of injuries, and that'll obviously play out. But was there anything other major that broke overnight? I mean, they were still trying to figure out, the source of whatever made him angry to leave the party it was the holiday party. Yeah, at the center. But they didn't say like there was like some big, and that's the part I didn't see. Was there like some big meeting going on, or was it just like everybody was gathered up for the party? They kind of made it sound like it was just a big holiday gathering. And so people were just hanging out, BSing with each other? Yeah, something made him mad because then he had left, but then I guess came back with his wife. Right. Boy, they were ready to go, too. Yeah. Completely decked out. And then they went through that whole, I'm not sure the distance that between where the community center is to Redlands. 5 to 6 minute drive. Pretty close. Yeah. I watched the whole, they had like some big map up on one of the, I can't even remember, it's popping all over the place. So it was 5 to 6 minutes. So then that's where all the news people start speculating of if they left the center, why didn't they just leave? And the time that it took before they were able to get back to their house where they were, and then followed their SUV, the Yukon, back out onto the road in that 90 minutes, if you will, that it was, or no, I think it was longer than that actually. The time between the shooting at the center, they take off, and that police went to their house. In that amount of time, they had like some big circle up on a map and said if they wanted to take off, they could have made it into LA. They could have made it as far south past San Diego into Mexico. They could have made it as far north and kind of into Nevada, past Las Vegas. That if they wanted to, they could have gone on a haul before authorities were able to kind of catch up with them in the time that it took for them to get all the information and head to their house. And then when they got to the house, that's when they saw the SUV running. The other thing that I feel like kind of broke late last night, if people weren't following it or in the middle of the night, my timing may be a little bit off. There was the report of 3 people that were involved. So you had now we know the husband and the wife, but there was the third person that took off running. And then you saw that they were taken into custody. Mm-hmm. They don't believe that person had anything to do with it.
No.
Don't know what the tie is. Don't know what it was. Don't know if it was just somebody that was seen just running away from the scene because they thought, oh my God, I've done something wrong. The cops are coming. Completely unrelated.
Yeah, they said it was like somebody going over a fence.
Right. Somebody had run and jumped a fence. And so going over and just like oh crap, I got to go. But that person was taken into custody, but they've determined, or they don't believe that person had any tie to the mass shootings at the center in San Bernardino. And I guess they were saying by the way, those SWAT trucks that they use to pull up behind, like in front and back of their SUV. Mm-hmm. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. And those guys are just standing there, like behind the shields. I couldn't do that job. There is no way I couldn't do that job at all. And while that's going on, you had another truck that was pulled like kind of on the opposite side of the street that was shielding a bunch more because there was a body laying right next to them by a tree. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. There's no way. There's no way I could do that.
And just reading or hearing about the text messages that people inside that building were sending
breaks my
people.
Heart.
I mean, God.
It breaks my heart. Where it's like when one was, I was reading one where he was talking to her dad, and they were like, there's a shooting taking place. There's 20 people shot.
He's telling her, like, get low, get down. Yeah.
I mean, you're a parent. I would be flipping out.
Yeah.
I would be, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine getting that text message from a kid. And I mean, listen, even if your kid's in their 20s, you don't expect it. It's still your kid.
Right.
You don't expect that you're going to get, no, those text messages are heartbreaking.
And I guess they're trying to figure out, like, they keep talking about the degree of planning
that went into it.
Yeah.
I mean, on the surface, it certainly doesn't seem like you just go home pissed off from work and then go, all right. I mean, you at least, you have that stuff laying around. You have body armor. Did anybody else see whether or not, I only saw one report where it said they were wearing GoPros.
I saw that report too.
But I feel like I only saw that like in one report where it said they had GoPros, but I haven't seen anything that said I'm assuming if they had GoPros on, the police have them. But I haven't seen anything other than one report that just said they were wearing GoPros.
Yeah, the same thing, just the one.
And nothing that said they've looked at footage. Like literally, it's like a one-line thing that said that they were outfitted in, tactical gear, the guns, wearing fatigues, if you will. And then there was that one report that said they were also wearing GoPros. But that was it. I didn't see anything else from there. So I guess the better part of, overnight, and then, I can't even imagine all the interviewing that's gone on overnight with everybody that was the other thing they were showing, the map of where they lived. I mean, there are that picture's disgusting. There's they were showing kind of the satellite images from over top of like just having to go house to house and how far out that would have to go of starting to interview people. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. The amount, and I mean, listen, they'll do it. They'll do all the work and get involved and talk to as many people as they have to. So I guess, but the next couple of days will be trying to determine what the motive is. And you got to believe any sort of electronic equipment, they are ripping through looking for everything possible. And I feel like it's a little dangerous early on to start trying to figure out exactly what the motive was. But they are, but like I said, that'll hopefully will come out in the next day or two as they keep going through that. And then you saw the sports teams were doing it. Everybody was doing it last night. All the moments of silence, the Christmas tree lightings, and all that other stuff either didn't happen or took on a very somber tone. But it was another day of it. Because do you remember what we were talking about right before we got off the air?
What?
Active shooter in North Carolina.
Oh, right.
And that turned out to be cleared within an hour.
Yeah.
But you did have a one in Savannah where you had mass shootings yesterday. So you had Savannah going on. You had the North Carolina, which turned out to be nothing. And then all of a sudden we start getting our stuff together to start heading to Richmond. And then it was San Bernardino all day. I will say this though, and this is where I applaud the cops. Because at one point, I think we were even talking about it in the car. How long is it going to be before they find them or track them down? Like, I don't even remember. It was early on when we were talking about that, where they were like on the run. We were like, there's no way they have this done by tonight, let alone hopefully the weekend, if ever. And sure as crap, man, they were right on it. I'm sure it feels like a lifetime if you live in San Bernardino. But that's quick. That is quick to be able to do that. And then the other thing, and the audio's all over the place, when you hear the person who's like out in their garage and you just hear the gunshots ringing out in their neighborhood. And listen, I get it has to be done. Like you're in a shootout with people who are crazy, who've just killed 14 people. But could you imagine you're standing in your garage and that's what you hear? It's ridiculous.
So that one guy was like just going out in his backyard to water his plants.
One dude was going out to get a newspaper.
Yeah.
He's just going out to get the newspaper. He's like, what the hell? He heard the police sirens. And he's like, what is that? And then all of a sudden, it sounds like a 4th of July fireworks display. God, I couldn't even imagine that. Couldn't even imagine what that's like. And then you have him. And then there's one of the women who works for the police department is in the middle of a press conference of trying to update everybody. And then it looks like there's a police car racing going on behind her, where those cars. If I were her at that point, I'd be like, hey, I feel like I should end this.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm going to say to you isn't really important right now. I need to go help. And they did. Everybody took off and went. But going back to those SWAT vehicles that they pulled in, did you see at one point where they had to? So they don't know, and obviously they have to be so careful because you don't know what's going on inside that car. You don't know if the person's dead. You don't know if there's another person hiding. Like, you have no idea what the hell's going on in that SUV, other than that it's just shot to hell. But did you see where they had to go in with that big long pole and bash out? I mean, most of the windows were shot out, but like move all that around because
you're looking for explosives.
Explosive. You also don't know if the person laying in that seat's dead and just trying to fake it. Like I said, you don't know if there's somebody else hiding in that SUV. Where they had to take like that long pole, and you've got, I don't know, it looked like a million police officers around. Everybody's got their weapons drawn. I would never be able to do it. I wouldn't even be able to come close to being able to do that. And you got one dude standing there with a pole, kind of like trying to nudge things and look around and move around. You got a robot that's coming in. Oh my God. Unbelievable. But nothing will happen. Nothing will come of it. Everybody will be pissed off for a couple of days. But don't you get that sense?
Well, I mean, there's so many questions surrounding the motive.
Right.
So I think that will direct the response.
But don't you get a sense there'll be no response?
Well, in terms of what? Like
figuring out how you stop mass shootings from taking place every day?
I think we're closer and closer to every company instituting drills.
Yeah, okay, yes, that I would agree with. That I would agree with. And that would be good. That would be a good step for people on this side. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe there is no way that you can ever try to find a way to prevent it. But it just seems like every day, we were talking about it yesterday. It's like, oh my God, every day there's something horrible. And then that happens. And everybody will be angry. And then they keep referencing it was the most casualties since Newtown. And I thought for sure when Newtown happened, at the elementary school, where they just went in and wasted a bunch of kids, you'd be like, okay, now we've really got to figure something out. And nothing happened. That was 3 years ago. Nothing's changed. And so everybody will be pissed off and go, how does this happen where two people can go walking in, no matter what the motive is? Two people can go walking in, blow away 14 people, go on a run, and everybody will be pissed off and everybody will be angry, but nothing will happen. Nothing's going to change. You do. You just feel so deflated by it. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again.
Do you think they're going to institute those
There'll be more today.
Drills here?
Where? In this building? Mm-hmm. They should do it everywhere. Of course they should.
Surprised they haven't done it yet.
In the building? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. I would hope they would. And don't get me wrong, I have no idea what the answer is, but I'd like to think that there's people smarter than a stupid disc jockey who can start working on that and figuring it out. But you do. And maybe it's just me, but I do. I just feel like they'll go, okay, everybody will be pissed off for a weekend or a week, and that'll be it. Mm-hmm. If you told me there was another mass shooting going on right now, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well, look at,
there was 3 yesterday.
Savannah,
I was gonna say, and I understand in terms of numbers, San Bernardino being much more significant in terms of the casualties.
Sure.
But many people this morning for the first time are probably hearing about that Savannah shooting.
Right. Yeah, that got no coverage yesterday. And I understand why, certainly. But yeah, you had another one in Savannah. You had the active shooter alert in North Carolina, which thank God turned out to be nothing. But again, if you told me today there was another one, wouldn't surprise me at all.
No.
If you told me there were 2 today, wouldn't surprise me at all. And like you said, there was the one in Savannah yesterday that even if San Bernardino didn't happen, I don't know that Savannah even gets that much coverage at all.
You're probably right.
Maybe a mention.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get coverage. So yeah, you told me there were 2 more today. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised in the least. And I want to think that San Bernardino yesterday gets us to a point where, as a country, something happens where they find a way to do it, find a way to make progress one way or another. But I have no faith that it will. Or maybe I'm just negged out today. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe yesterday was the day that it does. Maybe yesterday was the day where they go, you know what? All right, now we're done. Now we're at least going to start trying something. I hope so.
No, I think a lot of people thought that with the
if I was
kids at Newtown.
Yeah, no, I thought for sure that would be it. So who knows? Anyway, we'll keep updating that throughout the day. I'm not going to be miserable and angry all day, but you come in just like, oh god damn, here we go. But we'll pick it up a little bit. So let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll lay everything out for you next. Our buddy Jim Brewer will be on with us today. He'll be coming through town not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. So we'll get caught up with our buddy Jim Brewer today. Also, I have more tickets for you. I will send you to see Neon Trees. They're doing an exclusive little show on Saturday night. So I will give you tickets for that. I also have tickets for you to see Queensryche. And I have tickets for you to see Wolfmother. So we'll give those out throughout the morning. A lot of bizarre stories that we got to get into today. Some bizarre stuff. Oh, also, I think I have a good follow-up from yesterday. Well, I have a follow-up from yesterday. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll see. Anyway, listen, a lot of stuff that we got to get through today. Diane, let's get going with some news, please.
Obviously, they're still trying to piece together evidence in the San Bernardino shootings from yesterday. The local police chief confirming that it was 2, not 3 shooters who perpetrated the massacre at the Inland Regional Center. 28-year-old Syed Farouk and his 27-year-old wife, Tashin Malik, armed with assault weapons and, according to him, prepared to do what they did as if they were on a mission. This was a big holiday work function for the Department of Public Health that was going on at the time, and Farouk apparently left the party after becoming angry and then came back with his wife, heavily armed. Investigators were still trying to determine a motive.
We'll continue to investigate that and make a decision as we move forward whether or not it's connected to terrorism. It's too soon to tell if it's connected.
Piecing together information after the interviews with family members. They were a married couple who had just dropped off their 6-month-old daughter with a grandmother. I guess they had told her, we have a doctor's appointment.
Right.
So they were still trying to piece together evidence. We saw the comments that were made by his brother-in-law yesterday expressing the family's sentiments.
Shock, sorrow, sadness.
Saying he had talked to him maybe about a week ago, but that was the last that he had heard. Also, the New York Daily News getting a little grief today for their headline on the front page this morning with 14 dead in California. God isn't fixing this, making the headlines of highlighting tweets that were put out by the different Republican and Democratic presidential candidates.
Oh, just thoughts and prayers and that whole, instead of doing something.
Right.
Just, okay.
There was also another story out of, we talked about what happened. There were 4 people who were shot in a shooting in Savannah yesterday, but there was also A plot that police in New Jersey say was foiled after 5...
Oh, are these the fifth graders?
Yes.
Dude.
5 fifth graders in New Jersey caught planning to attack a local high school. They built some sort of device and they were bringing it to the school during a field trip at this Clifton, New Jersey high school. They said they...
Yeah, so like these fifth graders, like you said, they were going on a field trip or like a school visit to Clifton High School in Clifton, New Jersey. And that there was a group of fifth graders that had put together some kind of device that they were going to use to open up an attack on the high school.
Police saying it was
weird. Is that
it was not a prank? These are 10,
no, not at all.
10 to 12-year-old kids, and I guess they have since been suspended.
I saw no description of what the device was.
No, suspended and released into the custody of their families yesterday.
Yeah, in terms of what the device was, I have no idea. But yeah, they were taking this device. They were ready to go. Fifth graders.
Yeah. That's like my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Overnight, Oscar Pistorius found guilty in the murder of Reva Steenkamp after the Supreme Court there in South Africa overturned his previous conviction of culpable homicide. So his jail term is yet to be decided, but he is looking at up to 15 years in prison. You'll remember back in October.
Oh, wait, so did they put him back in prison today?
I'm not sure how quickly that happens. You would think it should be pretty quick.
So the manslaughter charge gets overturned, and now they say that it's a murder charge,
right,
or a murder conviction. So he's got to go back to jail.
So they said, everybody was watching in October when he was let out of his prison and allowed to go live under house arrest at his uncle's mansion. So we will see when they end up taking him back into custody. They said his jail term was yet to be decided, but it was a possible sentence of up to 15 years. The trial of the first of the 6 Baltimore cops charged in the death of Freddie Gray started yesterday. Prosecutors faulting Officer William Porter for not calling for medical help that they say may have saved Freddie Gray's life. His attorney, though, questioning how and when Freddie Gray's neck was broken in the back of that police van and actually whether he really needed medical attention when he had first asked for it. Cyber Monday sales setting a new record this year. We spent more than $3 billion online.
Did we really?
They said that includes laptop, phone, and tablet purchases, up 21%, driven by a 53% increase in people using their mobile devices for their shopping.
I'm the only one who didn't buy anything. I did nothing.
He said every year it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, sure.
That's why you don't need Black Friday anymore.
No, you still need Black Friday. There's still people who love going. Stores are still, it's not what it was.
Do people love doing it or they feel like they have to?
Ask Mar. Mar's dad.
Was he out?
No, God, no. Mar's dad and his wife, that's their thing.
Tradition.
Yeah, that's their thing. They get up and go. Well, you guys used to go. You and Lindsay used to go.
We went once.
But wasn't it a Lindsay thing? Like, didn't she used to go?
Yeah, her family used to go all the time.
The Meninos.
It's weird, just like looking back. We went the first year that it was a big deal that a mall was opening up at midnight.
That's right. That's right.
And that's within the last 10 years. It's crazy how much it's changed.
Yeah, no, it's completely changed. And I agree, it gets smaller and smaller. But there are people where that's their thing, man. They got to go. They have to go out on Black Friday.
And one of the more iconic stores in the country, the gigantic Times Square Toys R Us. It is a behemoth. It is 110,000 square feet.
It's freaking awesome
massive.
Is what it is.
Yes. That is going to be closing at the end of this year.
Remember that I always send you pictures of the wrestling figures. Always. I think the 2 times I've been in there of the wrestling figures from in there. They also have an awesome dinosaur display.
The big Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel is in there. That store is awesome. It's gone?
Officially going to shut its doors for good on December 30th.
Oh, so if anybody's traveling and visits, just take what you need.
Currently searching for another spot for a store in Manhattan. God knows what they pay on rent at that place.
Oh, it's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine what a zoo that place is going to be?
I mean, I think those...
'Cause you want to sell everything. You don't want to move it anywhere.
The last time...
Are they selling the Ferris wheel? No, they'll move that somewhere. Where are they going to put it?
They got to find 110,000 square feet.
Also, they got a massive Lego display of, like, the Empire State
They
Building.
said there's, like, a big life-size Barbie house in there.
Oh, yeah. I think that's, when you walk in, it's on that side. It's on the left-hand side.
I mean,
that store is awesome.
It's been a couple of years since I was in there, but it's a zoo no matter what time you go.
Hasn't changed. There's still crap all over the floors.
Yep. Disney is apparently on the hunt for the next Harrison Ford. Studio currently casting a young actor to play Han Solo in a Star Wars spin-off movie. Some names have reportedly been vying for the role. That would be Dave Franco.
Oh, you know what? I like that. I like him as that part.
Ansel Elgort from The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, that's not familiar enough to me.
Miles Teller. Also, Walking Dead's Chandler Riggs. He plays Carl.
Dave Franco. I like Dave Franco as Han Solo.
We've spoken to him before.
What did Tyler say yesterday? We always cheer for former guests.
That's true.
Yeah. So there we go.
I
like Dave Franco more than his brother.
Also, obviously.
James, also former guest.
Yes, but I do like Dave more than James.
More recent call.
Thank you.
Considering unknowns, too.
Right.
So you never know. Wiz Live tonight on NBC.
Won't see it. Dang it, we're out. No, I got to be honest. I don't care enough.
I watched going into Thanksgiving. They did a whole special on like the making of it.
Ditto.
It looks good. I'm excited for it. It looked good.
The special was great.
Yeah.
Or the behind the scenes look. Yeah, it got me excited for it as well. And then I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh yeah, I'll tape it.
The zero interest.
David Alan Grier looks like he's going to be awesome.
I do like David Alan Grier, former guest. You always cheer for him.
Queen Latifah.
Okay, but I don't. Like, I want to say, like, I saw the movie once when I was a kid. Then that was Michael Jackson, right?
Yes.
And what's her name?
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross played Dorothy.
Right.
Oh, who's Dot in this one?
It's the unknown girl. It was the one where they did like the, nationwide auditions, and she was the one. She's always been a performer from the time she was a little girl, but they said...
Who was Michael Jackson in The Wiz? Was he the Scarecrow? Who was he? Who was Michael had to have a big part in the thing. It was Michael Jackson.
I think he was the Scarecrow, wasn't he?
Well, that's what I just asked.
Yeah.
Who's Michael Jackson in this one?
Oh, God.
It's Elijah...
Dushku?
Yep. No, Elijah Kelly.
Should I know who that is?
Well, the Tin Man's Neo.
Oh, okay.
You're a big Neo fan.
I do like Neo.
Yeah, but did you see... before the special, did you even catch...
Really? Neo's the Tin Man?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How they updated David Alan Grier's costume. I didn't notice that
who is he doing?
He's the Lion.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Lion. But he's got dreads. And I never picked up on that on any of the posters or commercials. But that's how they try to do like a modern spin on it. And it's cool when you see it.
So David Alan Grier grew out dreadlocks for it?
No.
Or they just gave him a wig?
Well, a wig? Have you seen his costume? I mean, it's like a full lion costume.
I've seen zero.
How is that possible?
Honestly,
you haven't watched NBC in 2 months?
Yeah, really?
No, probably not. I don't think I've seen a commercial for The Wiz. Kaylee, are you watching? The only commercial I pay attention to is Soma. That's the only commercial. The Soma bra commercial is the only commercial I pay attention to. No, I don't feel like maybe it's so not on my radar that I don't pay attention to it.
Because up until that special, I was like, I might check it out. But then I was like, after seeing
a special on it, the thing airs live.
No. The special that they did the Wednesday night going into Thanksgiving, they did a whole like the making of.
Yeah, no, I'm all grease. For Brooks Like.
Well, that's coming up in January.
By the way, there was a moment where I thought Julianne Hough was in The Wiz, and I was like, I feel like they've changed things a lot. A lot.
You also get the CMA Country Christmas tonight.
Oh, well, boy, we're missing everything.
And then debuting early over midnight on Netflix, the Very Murray Christmas special with Bill Murray.
Oh, very good. That'll be good, by the way.
It's coming out, too. Lions hosting Thursday Night Football tonight at Ford Field with the Packers. Broncos head coach Gary Kubiak saying that Peyton Manning's walking cast is off, but he is still in a boot.
He is in a boot, and he's still a couple weeks away from playing if he returns at all. I think a lot of it will depend on how the next couple weeks go for Brock Osweiler. But he was quick to point out just because the boot's off doesn't mean he's ready to go. Now he'll resume rehab, and it'll probably be at least another 2 weeks before he would be ready to play if we put him back in.
Capitals back on the ice tonight in Montreal against the Canadiens at the Bell Center. Steph Curry, 40 points last night to lead Golden State 116-99 over Charlotte to improve Golden State's record to 20-0. Also, last game at the Verizon Center, very nice reception for Kobe Bryant last night.
He went off last night.
31 points to lead the Lakers 108-104 of the Wizards. John Wall with 34 points for the Wizards. And the Terps will introduce DJ Durkin as their new head coach for the football program at a news conference later today. That's a look at your news and sports.
Line 1. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hey, is this me?
Yes, it is. Who are you?
This is Josh.
Josh, how are you, sir?
Pretty good, and yourself?
I am doing excellent, thank you. Did you do anything good last night?
Just stayed in and watched a little bit of this news going on, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, two things for you. First, let me get you your tickets. I will give you your 4 tickets. You will go see Neon Trees. They're going to do an exclusive show on Saturday night, but I'll get you and 3 of your friends together, and you guys will go see that show. So that's done. Can I ask you this, Josh? How old are you?
24.
Oh, 24. Excellent. Now, when you were a little boy, when you were 6 years old, where were you living?
Maryland.
In Maryland. Okay. And were you a tree climbing kid?
One more time?
Were you a tree climbing kid?
Occasionally, yes.
How far up were you getting when you were 6 years old?
I couldn't have been too high, maybe like 7, 8 feet.
Exactly. That's why I got to call BS on something that I saw yesterday. And I don't know if it's photoshopped. I don't know if it was if he was placed there. I don't know how they did it, but there's some kind of trick going on. The 6-year-old boy in North Carolina, there's no way he climbed 50 feet up that tree.
Nah.
There's no way. There's no way.
Is there a clearer image?
Well, yeah, probably.
Oh, that's your printer. That's Kelvin. That's your Kelvin filter.
There's no way. There's no way. And by the way, when you look at the tree, now if you told me that it was a tree, and by the way, I could show you the 3 or 4 spots where I could tell you there's no way he climbed up there. And part of it is, first of all, you have to see the image. The image is unbelievable. But even if you can't see the image, when you're 6 years old, you're not climbing 50. And again, it's not one of those big, like what are those? Look, Tyler, look at that. There's no way that kid's climbing up there.
Jesus
It looks
Christ,
fake,
that's
doesn't
high.
it?
It
looks
does
fake.
look fake.
Yeah, that's it. He climbed a 5-story building.
It looks just because it looks so flimsy up that high.
You know why it looks fake? I'll tell you why. Because it is fake. It is fake. And if you told me it was one of those, like, what are those big Georgia sprawling trees where there's like
a magnolia tree?
Yeah,
or?
where there's like real thick limbs everywhere and like real sturdy. Yeah, and there is no, right here, Tyler, right here. Look at me. Even if he got here.
Which is high. That's what,
still
like
high.
25 feet up?
I was going to say 25, 30 feet. Right here. He's not making that area. There's no way. Don't you agree it's fake?
Why?
It's fake.
But it's being reported on.
A lot of things that get reported on are fake.
No, but there's like eyewitnesses.
And
there was
the fire department's there.
To it.
Okay, well, they put him there, and then they had to call the fire department. You know what, no, I was going to say, I was trying to think if I had a friend that ever had to be rescued from a tree. No, the answer is no. I have no friends that were rescued from a tree. But when my kids were 6, they would want to try climbing a tree. And they do. I'm with you,
get
Josh.
up maybe like 8 feet.
They don't even get 8 feet. No. First of all, they can barely, there's no strength. They can barely pull themselves up a tree. So they're not going up. And I can tell you what, they're definitely not climbing 50 feet in the air. There's no way. That's fake. That's fake.
Chief Rodney Lambert, he was just scared, not hurt or anything. He was just playing.
Okay. No, he wasn't. Then you know what? Why didn't he climb down?
Well, listen, I maybe climbed one tree in my life. Coming down is terrifying.
No, it's not. Coming down, you can at least hang.
And then fall?
No, but like to get down.
You're more worried about falling coming down.
No. Going up, it was harder. You're a foot slip away on the way up from like cracking your jaw and falling.
Same thing on the way down.
Also, less weight coming. Going up. Have you ever gone rock climbing?
Yeah.
Going up much harder than coming down. Well, now, granted, coming down, you're also sitting in a swing and they just lower you.
I was going to say, it's all like, just lean back, don't look down, you'll be fine.
Coming down was easier. Coming down was much easier when you climbed a tree. Tyler, how high up the tree that you were climbing as a youth? How high up were you going?
You had to ask. It was taller than me.
So like 6 feet.
I told you a while back that my neighbor's kid climbed their tree.
Did he get stuck?
And he was so high up, I got so nervous, I scurried away because I didn't want to see him fall. I thought he was going to fall to his death.
Okay, and can I guess?
It wasn't 50 feet.
I was going to say, was he maybe 10 feet off the ground?
No. He was, I couldn't believe how high he was.
Are you serious?
He was at the top of the tree.
No way.
Yeah.
Like that?
No, but that's a 50-foot
This kid
tree.
looks like he's sitting like an eagle up at the top of the tree, and you're like, well, there's no way that would happen. By the way, I don't know why I say that. I don't buy the story.
Yeah, no, but I couldn't believe, and I was seeing it in person.
Did they have
my
to,
neighbor?
Did they have to call rescue?
No, he got down, but he was screaming up top because he got scared. So he was worried about
How old?
The descent. He would have been at that point in 4th grade.
Okay, 4th grade is how old? 4th grade
8.
is 8. The big difference between 8 and 6. 6 years old, you're not climbing 50 feet. You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, I remember, like, we used to have to climb trees to get our footballs out of there.
Not that high.
No. At that point, you just played with a rock. There was no way. Or you just did what everybody else did. You just try to shake the tree as best you could. But I'm telling you, that's a fake picture.
But at 6, I forgot how young the kid was. It didn't weigh anything. So those flimsier branches we mentioned.
Okay, but you
aren't
also
an
don't
issue.
have. But look at there's gaps in the tree. There's no
but
way.
there's not really though when you enlarge the photo.
He's 6. He's not 8 feet tall. He still has to be able to climb and pull. He's not pulling himself up. Although, you know what? At 6, my younger one may have been able to pull himself up like that.
Was he not with any friends or anybody?
He's probably just out playing.
But he was completely by himself?
Well, he is at the top of that tree. I don't know.
I understand
maybe
that,
his
but
friends
who
went-
ran to get help?
I don't know.
Or did somebody spot
Well,
him?
I don't know if this is the tree like in his yard and he was just up there screaming.
It's a weird tree, too, because there's nothing near it.
Yeah, because it's Photoshop.
No.
I'm telling you, I don't buy the story.
I agree with you. The whole thing
looks fake.
sounds fake, but
Sounds fake.
with all the
looks fake.
fire.
And
You
is
think they just
physically impossible?
so they faked that whole fire team underneath there, and they faked the interviews.
It happens all the time. Happens all the time. Or somebody placed him up there, and then they were like, "And here comes the fire department."
Explain that to me. Explain that scenario where someone placed him up there.
His dad, his old man, works for like an electric company, and brought out the cherry picker and was like, "All right, son, get up here."
That's how they were able to rescue him.
Oh, so we already have it inside.
Because they said when the fire department came in, they said the ground wasn't sturdy enough for them to back their truck in. They didn't have a ladder that was tall enough to reach the kid, so they ended up getting like some utility sort of truck
probably
to come
the
in
same
with
one
like
that they
their
use
basket
to put him up there. Funny how that works, isn't it? All right, dude. Hey, Josh, hold on 1 second. Let me get you your 4 tickets, all right?
I appreciate it, man.
You got it. Hold on 1 second.
And did you see
It looks
the
fake,
picture?
Diane. It looks fake.
The picture is credited to the fire and rescue company.
I'm not arguing that they
So you
had
think
to
the
show up.
firefighters had all this time to go home?
I'm not-
back to
Says Plains Fire and Rescue.
I am not arguing that the fire department came out there. I'm arguing that either A, it's made up and I just put my own photo credit on it. 1. Number 2, I planted the kid up there and then then called the fire department.
because the fire departments typically aren't busy.
Somebody's got to rescue the kid. And I wasn't going to put him
Well,
up
according
there.
to you, there was no rescue that was really needed.
I'm about 50-50 on that. Yeah. I'm 50-50 on it's either not real or it's completely photoshopped, or he was planted and then they had to call out the fire department.
More from Chief Lambert.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. You all right there, Diane?
Proud of our crew who responded to this call this afternoon. Not your everyday call. Great thinking outside of the box to bring everyone down safe. Thanks to Mount Olive, FD, and everyone else who assisted. Makes my job as chief easy to have a group who can handle anything.
Okay, well, that kind of rules out the Photoshop.
Multi-jurisdictional. And Elliot's still going, Boshi.
Well, let's see. Maybe the Mount Olive Fire Department doesn't exist.
No. You know what? I want to see from. You know what I want to see from the Mount Olive Fire Department. Not exactly sure why we're being dragged into this.
Oh, it's North Carolina, thanks to Mayberry, too.
Oh, say Mayberry to me again. I have something for you because I know Scott loves that show. Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 3. Did you ever have any friends that got stuck in a tree though?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. Not at 6. And I feel like tree climbing is older. I feel like that's like 8, 9, 10, and then well into your teens. Young teens.
Well into your
How
teens.
far into your teens?
No, like young teens, 13, 14, you're still climbing trees. Yeah. My friend Corey, his grandparents lived in Nacogdoches, Texas.
Yeah.
That's north up by like Wichita Falls. So we would, like when we would go out to his grandparents' house, we'd go climb trees.
But that was like
You know what
an
else happened in
unusual
his
thing.
grandparents' house? I refuse to tell the whole story. But if you listen all the time, you'll get this. At his grandparents' house is where I had to use the Bic pen.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
Where am I going? Line 3? Hi, Elliot, in the morning. Hey, who's this?
This is Terry.
Hey, what's up, Carrie?
Yeah, my son, when he was 6, we had magnolia trees in the front yard. He did the exact same thing. Scared the crap out of me.
How high up did he get?
He got all the way up to the top. I was in the second story of my house, and I heard him hollering, "Hi, Mama." And I was like, and I looked out the window, and he's sitting at the top of the tree staring at me.
Holy crap! That would scare the hell out of me. And you said how old was he? 6?
Yeah, he was 6, and I had to go. I went running outside and hollered at him to come down. He did.
Yeah.
And I was afraid he was going to fall in between the branches.
Right.
Because there were gaps, but he made his way back down.
Now I will say, and listen, God bless your son and his superhuman strength. But but a magnolia tree much easier to climb than this little. I don't even know what kind of tree this thing is that this kid climbed. But at least a magnolia tree, like there's a ton of like big thick branches to grab onto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This kid's essentially grabbing onto like little twigs to get himself up.
Nah. That I don't know.
Yeah, but still, 20 feet when you're 6, that's forever up there.
Yes,
But you said,
it is. Yes, it is.
and by the way, the other thing is coming down, especially on a magnolia tree, is at least if you slip, you can grab. This kid can't grab anything. He grabs anything it's gonna snap.
That's why he didn't come down on his own.
Oh, had a fear of the fall, but coming down is so much easier.
No,
though.
I stopped saying that.
No,
That's
it is.
definitely not true.
No,
because you're living this like high as you're going up.
Right, but you know what else?
And you're just not looking down because that's what they always tell you.
This will make sense for people that are watching on Channel 1. The other thing that you can do, though, when you're on a tree coming down, you take your arms like this. See how I've interlocked my fingers on the other side. I lean back, and then I can kind of just like shimmy myself down the tree. Almost like I've made like a wedge thing for my hand.
That's not a telephone pole.
It kind of is.
You're dealing with all these branches and stuff.
It's a telephone pole with branches. So if I get here, then I just do that.
Oh, my God.
And I move my...
And you hugging the tree is going to sustain yourself all the way down.
Where's the nearest tree?
No, but I mean, you could use your foot to hold on to like a knot or something
But
like that.
you're making it seem as though the trunk is like, 4 feet around or something. It didn't look that big.
No, this is nothing. This guy, he could probably just wrap his bare hands around
and you
the tree.
can sustain your weight just with your hands around a tree?
At 6, I probably could have.
All right.
No,
Well, you just said no strength.
well, that's true. At 6, probably not. Well into my teens, I could. Yeah, well into my teens, I could climb a tree.
Oh, with those guns.
By the way, adults still climb trees.
Who?
And I'm not talking
Protesters?
about no, I'm not talking about like people who do tree work like dead leg. Although he'll tell you coming down was
Those
not
people
easy.
are crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't get those people. But no, there are people who still have trees in their yard that they'll climb.
Again, I ask who?
Not me.
What sober adult is doing that?
I bet there are people that do that. Of course.
Just for the hell of it?
sit up in the tree and enjoy an afternoon.
Hey, toss me 2. I'll be up here.
You're the only person in their late teens I know of who climb trees.
No, that's not
Was
true.
it a toss-up where you're like, let's see, I could date or I could climb trees? Climb trees.
Kaylee, you climb trees? No? Oh, see, I would have seen you like tomboyish tree climber. Okay, all right, very good. Line 5. Did Linda climb trees? Probably well into her teens.
No.
Damn it. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Shannon from Richmond. I got 4 boys, and they'll climb anything, anywhere, anytime. And my number 3 son, we found him up at the top of a tree when he was about 5 or 6 years old, and he was just happy as hell to be there. And there were 3 trees right next to each other, and they're all real tall and skinny. He'd go back and forth between the 3 at the top.
Oh, he's like 8 Boy, where he would be able to go back and forth between the trees. That's awesome.
That he was over the top of the house.
My
so
God.
He had to have been 25, 30 feet up.
Yeah, well, this little boy was what is he, 50 feet up? Like, he's way up there.
Yeah, he'd have gone higher if he could have.
And can I tell you the other problem that I have with the? Hey, thank you, sir. The other problem that I have with the North Carolina one, which makes me think it's Boshi. Can you look at the picture real quick, just so I can tell you the difference?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what looks peculiar in the picture? No. Other than that, there's a boy sitting at the top of a 50-foot tree.
I don't know.
The tree that he's sitting in. You see any leaves on that?
No, but it's
all of our leaves have come off of our trees.
It's that time.
Do you see any trees in the background?
Different types of trees
that have all of their leaves?
Come on, you don't have some trees in your neighborhood that are completely free of leaf.
Those are full. Trees. These
in the back.
By the way, this is the only tree in North Carolina in this picture that doesn't have leaves. Every other tree in this picture.
What about on the right?
Is fully where?
Oh, so you're cropped a little bit. No, above them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. That one doesn't have leaves. All right. You know what? I take that part back. Never
Laura
mind.
on Facebook says there's video of them getting him down.
Again, maybe.
Faked.
Yeah, of course. How about video of him getting up? Nope.
And Jordan writes on Facebook, Elliot, my 6-year-old regularly climbs to the top of about a 40-foot tall tree.
No way.
Up and down by himself, no problem, never worried. I'd hopefully, obviously call someone, but because personally, I would panic.
What if your kid was climbing a 40-foot tree?
If I looked up, I told you, my neighbor's kid, I looked up, and it scared me to death.
Yeah, well, he has no problem. He lets his kid climb up. Wait, how old do you say his kid is? 6?
6.
Yeah, 40-foot tree, up and down.
Hey, Mom, look. All the time. Show me something new.
Here's Kathy. My son, around 6, climbed at least 3 stories up a tree.
Jesus Christ.
Coming down much harder. He was playing in the yard. I came out and found him up in a tree that was higher than our house.
By the way, I think it's mental. I think coming down is a mental block. Because it really is easier coming down. Less effort. I mean, you're a little tired from climbing up.
And you're terrified.
Well, that's where the mental block is. Mind over matter, you should be good to go there. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
This me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Mark from Richmond.
And by the way, for those 2 people on Facebook, they're probably real country too. Like those are people that are like outhouse country.
What? So just because the kid climbs a tree, you're assuming they don't have plumbing?
Yeah, but that's like country life. That's country life. They probably don't have like as soon as he takes his shoes off, little Jimmy's right up that tree. I'm sorry, yes, who is this?
This is Mark from
Hey,
Richmond.
what's going on, dude?
Hey, when I was 5, I was in daycare or whatever, but for some reason I was still in school, so this was 30 years ago. So I remember we went to Maymont Park in Richmond. You familiar with Maymont?
No, not really.
It's a big park in Richmond, Maymont. Anyway, they had like this big magnolia tree anyway, I climbed up it when I was 5 with like all the rest of the daycare kids. And the only thing I really remember is I remember I fell. So I remember trying to grab limbs, and I fell like 40 feet and ended up breaking my arm.
Dude, you're lucky you only broke your arm.
Yeah, it's all mangled up. Now, I mean, I had to put pins in and stuff, so now it's kind of like, neat little bar trick. They like twist my arm all funky.
Yeah, no, you're lucky that was it. No, dead leg. Now, he's a tree worker, but he fell out of a tree, and I think it knocked 3 inches off of his height. He's all effed up. Like, one of his legs doesn't even work. Like, he's a mess.
I think that, I play golf, and I actually think it helps my golf game by keeping my left arm straight.
Probably. You know what? Good for you. See? Silver lining. That's not bad. Yes, Tyler.
For the social media lounge, we're not counting Hunters. Toby. But he's not the only one who invoked a tree stand.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
John.
Hey, what's up, John?
I got a friend who was 25 climbing a tree in Costa Rica, fell off, and paralyzed himself.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
They fixed it. He's fine now.
Oh, wait a minute.
They fixed it?
Yeah, he had back surgery. He can walk again.
Oh, so, okay, he was temporarily paralyzed.
Yeah, but you like how I did that. All right, gotta run.
All right.
Took all the air out, put it right back in.
All right, let's do some follow-up phone calls, please. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. Any good stories from yesterday, last night, anything at all that you want to get into, doesn't matter to me. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468.
Elliot in the morning.
A bit later on this hour, we will talk to Jim Brewer. He'll be coming through town a week from tomorrow. So we'll get caught up with Mr. Jim Brewer. I was talking to somebody last night at the 21 Pilot Show about Jim Brewer.
Yeah?
Like Jim Brewer, the guy that I was talking to last night, my conversation with him started up with, I hate you. That's not, Jim Brewer doesn't hate me. But the guy from last night, and I was like, dude, what did I do to you? Yeah, he's a Mets fan.
Oh.
I was like, oh, please, hate yourself. So,
is he Tyler or Josh from 21 Pilots? I think that's how they pose.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
The photo.
I didn't see the photo. Is it bad?
No,
is it
they
bad?
their bid is not smiling.
Right. I smiled in the picture, I think.
You did, which makes their lack of a smile that much more obvious.
Wait, is it like, go ahead, everybody will rip it apart. Hey, who's the greasy Jew in the middle? Who is it? Oh, I almost look smirky. I look smirky in that one. And a little Jewy. No, you know what, though? That makes my cheeks look fat.
But it's unfortunate because they were very nice.
Oh, they were very nice guys.
But people are misinterpreting the looks on their face.
You're right. Although, on the right, he's got a little smile.
He does?
Compared to the left, yes. Compared to the left, he looks like he's angry, like we're going to fight. Can you Photoshop my face?
Said like what, mine? I don't understand what you mean.
Like, or just trim it a little bit. Look at what's with my cheek? You know what?
Were you trying to like floss with your tongue?
I don't know what was going on there. Like honestly, it looks like I contracted a disease or something.
Oh, you have what was going around the NHL?
Oh, I got mumps. I got mumps. No, doesn't it?
Oh, God. Sorry, Eagle Bank Arena. Elliot's got mumps. The George Mason Patriots basketball team is going to get it in the locker room.
No, but don't you agree? Doesn't it look like there's something weird with my cheeks going on there? Like I developed something.
I think it's mumps.
I may have maybe that's why my voice sounds like it does.
That guy's going to really hate you when he gets mumps.
Oh, Kaylee, will you do me a favor? What's that? Oh, no, I don't need a Halls. I needed the Halls yesterday for my breath. I was like a potpourri of smell going down to Richmond yesterday. No, I threw a shirt down by, not the Austin City Limits one, left side of my desk. It's still in the wrapper. But no, I brought that back. By the way, how about that line outside the National last night? Yeah. Holy crap. And what did you say? People started camping out, was it midnight the day before?
Yeah, that's what someone told us.
Holy crap, that's unreal.
Because we were told the line was forming yesterday morning.
Right.
But someone said, I heard that, and that's not true. It was the middle of the night.
The people from Deco Apartments, mm-hmm. they were kind of like the main sponsor last night with XL 102. Very, very nice people. Very nice people. The building, it's not open yet. But the building that they're going to open up, man, does that thing look nice? That looks really, really nice. And it's right down by the National. It's not far from there at all. The other thing, did anybody else get the Jones to go across the street and go ice skating?
I saw it.
That didn't make you want to like throw on a pair of skates and go?
I just told you this. I still have marks from the last time we went.
Yeah, I know, but think how much better you'll be this time.
His ankles aren't better.
It'll reopen those wounds.
Were you talking to somebody about your toes last night?
Yeah, someone asked about my toes, or toe, really, but that was really kind of them.
Yeah, no,
I told her my wife had stopped asking for updates.
But again, it was very nice to meet all the people from Deco Apartments. Very, very nice. Very nice people. And I think the dude who owns the company, I think he's up here. I told him yesterday, why don't you give us an apartment so that way when we go down to Richmond, we have a place to stay, like we have our own apartment. They seem to be more into renting them to people.
You would think.
Instead of giving them to us. But they seem very... Why do I look... What happened to my face yesterday? I do look like I have the mumps.
I don't see a difference.
I may have put on a pound or two with Thanksgiving.
In the other photo that we just saw, or a difference from this morning?
I don't think you have the mumps.
Like, is there a chance?
Well,
you do
also
spend a fair amount of time around hockey rinks.
Okay, the mumps isn't brought on by hockey.
Is that epidemic still happening?
No, Sydney's face went down. No. But I something looks wrong. That's a bad picture there.
Why? That's with your friends.
No, it is. But I look. You know what? That shirt looks weird. Maybe who is pulling on it to make it stick out like that?
Kaylee. That's Kaylee's bit. All night tonight.
So anyway, thanks to everybody that we saw. And there was, I feel like there was only one embarrassing moment at the 21 Pilots meet and greet. And when everybody was getting in line.
What? My Fitbit falling off? That's embarrassing. Well, how about the ass stench of you?
Diane, that has nothing to do with the meet and greet.
That sounds like a song title.
The ass stench?
The ass stench of you.
No, that was in the car, and that's private.
Really?
Well, he didn't publicize your problem yesterday.
Which was horrific, which was both gas and...
No, it wasn't.
The snoring was offensive.
I meant the problem at home.
Oh, what was the problem at home?
Scott's problem. Remember, it's Scott's problem, Diane's issue.
Wait,
no.
What is Scott's problem?
The reason she's down on the bed tent.
That
started this whole thing.
Dutch oven, exactly.
Well, don't publicize it. We did yesterday. That's private.
But that was fun. That was fun last night. That was fun. That was a good time. So thanks to everybody that came out and went to the show. So it was good seeing everybody. Then we're right back at it tonight. Tonight we have Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert. I have to stop looking to the right because I look at the right and I'm like, oh my God, who's the disease? And then it's like, oh, why is he wearing a Shantytown t-shirt? Somebody gave me crap about that yesterday.
Why?
They said stop wearing your own stuff to events.
Who said that?
Really, I feel like internally everyone says, can you please start wearing...
I'm the only one who's proud. Yeah, no, somebody said something the other day of like, do you own anything other than Elliot in the Morning stuff?
What do I have on for tonight? I got a Kujini shirt on.
Oh, sweet.
I'll wear that tonight. That's our own stuff. They're sponsored.
That's the same, so I can't wear this tonight. This has got stains on it. I'll find something new to wear tonight.
No, I'll take a picture right now. And
Clean shorts.
Prove later you didn't shave.
All right. Anyway, I got to get into some follow-ups. Oh, I do have a couple follow-ups from yesterday. Remember we were talking about the dogfish head? Wait, what's wrong with that? That's a good picture.
No.
That's not a good picture. That's bad.
What is that? A mug shot?
No, that's a mumps shot, Diane. Mump shot. So remember yesterday we were talking about Dogfish Head, and they had teamed up with Joe Latrulio and Ken Marino, and that they had made that really hoppy beer, Lou Hard, for the
Who Lord?
Did I get it?
You
back
said
right?
Lou Hard. Who's that?
Sorry,
Lou Holt.
Sorry, I have the mumps.
Let me look up symptoms. Because we've dealt with the physical, but there may be something internally going on with your brain.
Oh, Lord. That's it. And remember I said that I was going to try to get in touch with the hospitals who run own the couple of Dogfish Head locations? Mm-hmm. I did not hear from them yesterday.
Okay.
So that's my update. That's my follow-up there. I have nothing. But didn't you say people, like, because yesterday in Rehoboth is when people were able to go and get growlers of it. But didn't you say like people were having to sign like waivers or something?
They were kind of a joke.
Okay.
But there's a video posted yesterday of Ken and Joe trying the beer.
I wish I had a video of me trying the beer.
And Ken even tweeted at somebody who tweeted at us about trying it.
Oh, really?
It was a joke about the state and Ken's character, but Ken's into it. I mean, maybe we joked about going to them as former guests,
right?
Phoners, but that may be our key since your local contact.
Well, maybe they haven't heard yet. Maybe they haven't heard. Now I'm working on a lot of things. I need Lord from the hospitals. I need that free apartment for us from Deco Apartments. I got a lot of stuff that we need. Oh, and then who liked one of our posts on Facebook?
Queensryche.
Thank you.
Oh,
We
wow.
are all about celebrities today. We are all about celebrities. And then I took a picture with 21 Pilots where they look very angry. So yeah, no, we're very, very busy with famous people. Wait, and then the other what's wrong? Oh, the other thing that I was looking for a follow up on yesterday, but I didn't see at all.
What?
And I've been looking since the beginning of the week. Is there any update on the bats in San Francisco? Somebody asked me that at the National last night. And I was like, you know what? I keep looking for something to pop up, but I haven't seen any update on the bats that were being chained to posts out in San Francisco. And they were the bats with the spikes in them. And so somebody asked me yesterday, and then I didn't, I was like, no, I haven't seen anything. I haven't really been hunting, but I haven't really seen anything.
It doesn't look like it.
And then I do want to thank some people. Let me grab line one. Then I got to thank some people. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Just dandy. I was calling because it seems like every time somebody else in class makes a ridiculous claim, you hold them to it. Like when they say that they can fit through a basketball hoop, you bring in a basketball hoop. But when you say how easy it is to shimmy down a tree by holding your arms together, nobody seems to want to take you out to a tree.
Do you think Diane really wants to go to a tree to see if I could climb a tree?
We're waiting for him to come through on many other
bets.
bets.
Climb a tree. I think they want to see you come down a
to
tree.
shimmy down the tree.
With your ridiculous upper body strength. And then they want to see you race a high schooler.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll definitely kill a teenager in a race.
Go dumpster diving like we had to that one time.
I wasn't able to find one.
A dumpster?
Yeah, and
pretty
high
easy.
schoolers are really hard to come by.
All right, whatever, dude. Whatever. I totally
Have a good
forgot
morning.
about you too. I totally forgot about the what you call it. I totally forgot about the basketball hoop. That was good though. That was really good. All right, a couple of people sent me this yesterday. The polar bear story. Did you see this yesterday?
No.
Oh, and while I'm doing this, I have another. Kaylee, will you do me a favor? Will you see if you could find me? The throat's going. The bumps are sealing that up. Will you see if you could find me like somebody who's really into birds? And I'm not going to make fun, although I do believe everybody who's into birds has a sex fetish.
All right, so you won't make fun after.
No.
Now.
I won't make fun. I won't make fun. But Kaylee, can you find me somebody who's into birds, please?
Are your salivary glands painful?
8-6. You know what? A little bit, actually. Like through here.
That's mumps?
Well, that's one of the symptoms. Let me guess. Diarrhea.
Fatigue?
I'm very tired.
Headache?
No.
Appetite loss?
Although I did. No.
Let me look at those photos again from last night. We just got another one.
Wait, another photo from last night? Oh, there's my boy who's the Mets fan. Yeah, the guy in the hat. I look pretty good there. Must have been a bad angle. Yeah, no, I look all right there. I was talking to a medic last night. I kind of want to do a ride-along, but I was like, dude, there's no way I could do that. Roll up on somebody that's all injured and banged up. I think there's also patient privacy laws that prevent that from happening. Anyway, no big deal. Anyway, Kaylee, find me somebody who I don't want to say is like a bird aficionado, like who works for like the Audubon Society. Like how I dropped that. But like somebody who's into birds, and I'll get there in 1 second. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. But a couple of people sent me the article about the polar bear. You know, I have a love for polar bears. We were just talking about polar bears the other day. Did you see what happened at the zoo in Copenhagen? That's in Denmark.
Is that one of the more famous polar bears that we've talked about?
Don't know. The Copenhagen Zoo, a man jumped inside the polar bear enclosure. Or I'm sorry, like the house, like the area where they live. But did you see what they had to do?
No.
So dude jumps down inside like the area where the polar bear lives, right? The man was not identified. Was eventually pulled out and is able to walk, they shot the polar bear with pellets, so that they could get the guy out.
Is the polar bear okay?
Well, he's banged up from getting shot by the pellets.
I mean, I guess they have to do that.
Why? What did the polar bear do?
To save the jackass who went into the enclosure.
Not my problem.
Well, they have to try to save the person.
Yeah, but not at the expense of the polar bear.
Well, they didn't, I mean, I guess they could.
I bet if I shot you with a pellet, it would hurt.
I'm saying they did it with the pellets. They could have tranquilized him. They chose to do whatever route they did for a reason, but they have to. They can't just be like, well, whatever.
They fired several rounds of rubber bullets to take the polar bear down so that they could drag the guy out of there. That bummed me out.
To disable the polar bear.
Yeah, no, the polar bear's not dead.
Like, take him down.
No. I don't think the polar bear's dead. In this article, he's not.
Did you see what happened at the same zoo a few years ago?
At the Copenhagen Zoo?
Yeah.
No, I just have the polar bear story. Why? What happened there a couple of years ago?
In July 2012, Siberian tigers fatally mauled a 21-year-old inside an enclosure at the zoo.
I recommend bars at the zoo. So is it easy to just hop down into there?
It must be.
By the way, and I don't mean to sound callous, that's what happens. If you're going to jump down into where was it not to? Wait, is this the same case? Remember there was the dude who intentionally jumped down into the tiger thing and ended up getting attacked. No, I think that guy got saved, didn't he? Wasn't there a story within the last year of a dude who jumped into the... No, he wanted to commit suicide. And remember it was going to be suicide by tiger. Or maybe I'm confusing it with the guy who committed suicide by snake. I don't remember actually. But there was another dude who jumped into a lion's enclosure.
Yeah, that was February of last year.
Okay, so I was right. It was within the last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the pictures are horrible.
Yeah. But you know what? You get that. If you're going to jump into an animal den, you get that. I don't like them having to shoot at the polar bear. And look how cute the polar bear is. Look at him. Look how he's just swimming. Look at the size of his hand.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
That's massive. All right, Kaylee, where's my bird person? Line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey.
Hey, who's this?
This is Billy.
Hey, what's going on, Billy?
Oh, same old. Going to work.
Are you kind of a big bird person?
Yeah, I've owned quite a few birds in my life.
But are you one of those people that in addition to owning them, are you like one of those people where it's like, oh, look at that bird, like you find the beauty in seeing a bird?
Yes, I do. Especially eagles. I grew up around a lake, and there's a lot of eagles around there. So, are any chance you're heading to Brooklyn, New York this weekend? I don't know where you live, but any chance you're heading to Brooklyn this weekend? No, I wish. That'd be nice. I live in Cat Harpin, which is by Haymarket, Virginia.
I got you. Do you know what's going on in Brooklyn?
No, what is going on in Brooklyn?
If I could read the headline, this dazzling rare bird is making Brooklyn lose their S. I guess there's a bird that has landed in, it's called, and I believe this is the name of it, painted bunting.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Painted bunting. Prospect Park in Brooklyn is drawing enthusiasts. Hundreds of people a day are traveling to Prospect Park in Brooklyn to go see this painted bunting, which, by the way, looks like it just looks like a that would sit in your hand. Drawing enthusiastic bird watchers hoping to catch a glimpse of the painted bunting, a bird not typically found in these parts. Officials say that the winged visitor has been hanging around the Lafrac Center with hundreds of avian enthusiasts a day showing up, traveling for hundreds of miles to come see the bird. One birder told the New York Times, quote, people are losing their S over this bird. And by the way, you see the bird? It's not big. It's not like you said, an eagle. Like I get that, or a hawk or something. It does. It looks like a little fart of a bird.
No, that's a pretty cool bird.
Tyler.
And it doesn't look real. I would see that and think it was a fake, like it was edited or Photoshopped.
Just because it's so colorful?
Yeah. That doesn't look real.
It looks like a bird.
Yeah, but you're used to seeing a lot of colors on like a parrot.
Right. Yeah, or a toucan. Oh, you're all into it. Sorry to tempt you like that, sir. No, you should look at the picture, though. I don't know where the bird is from. Let's see. This is the first adult male painted bunting that's ever had a recorded visit to Brooklyn.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's according to the Brooklyn Bird Club. That's real. That's a thing. BrooklynBirdClub.org.
Are you going to drive 100 miles? Are you going to drive?
I personally am not, but
to Prospect Park in Brooklyn to go see this bird?
It's beautifully painted.
Okay, that's its real colors.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's...
Oh, you mean as the type of bird? It's the painted bunting, Diane.
Yep.
I get it.
Really?
I don't.
I was going to say, I thought we would all side on the show of hands of losers that are driving hundreds of miles to go see the bird. But Tyler's in. Look at it. Yes, it's pretty.
It looks like a tattoo.
What
kind of bird was on the woman's thigh?
Wait, which woman?
From their trip to Australia.
Oh, that's right, where it was like the watercolor one. Oh, no, wasn't that that was not a dodo bird. Wasn't it? And I'm being serious. Wasn't it a titty something? No, I'm being serious.
Yes, it was.
No, I'm being serious. Wasn't it a titty something? No. Yes, I think it was.
I think we would have remembered the name if it was that.
No, I think it was like a.
Let's see. It could be
the titty,
the pipit, the shoveler, the brush turkey.
Hey, Diane. Diane. No. I think I'm onto something there.
You're not.
I think I am. Where am I going, Kaylee? Line 6. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Good morning, Elliot.
Yes, hi. Who's this?
This is Heather. I just want to call. You said something about bird people being like sex addicts, and I can absolutely confirm this after dating an ornithologist.
Well, that wasn't I'm going to get to that story, but I don't know. I believe that people who have an obsession with birds have some kind of like there's something very sexual about their fetish.
Oh yeah, I think that's true. And just to follow up with what you were talking about, this is actually a thing where people go and see birds. It's called twitching.
I'm sorry, it's called what?
Twitching. Like, oh, I am having a seizure. I'm twitching.
And so people...
Last night we were twinning.
The people who want to go, will travel to go see like a special or rare bird, it's called twitching?
Absolutely. They will drive thousands of miles. It's like a whole thing. And I had to do this once with this guy. We went to this beach to see this rare bird, and we hiked miles, and it was like a brown bird. And I was like, what the heck?
By the way, I want Diane, no offense to her marriage, but when it ends with Scott over the private issue, I want Diane to fall in love with a twitcher and have to drive hundreds of miles and then hike to go see a brown bird.
Nope, die alone.
Oh, what's our hashtag? Forever lonely. Wait,
so it can happen.
How long were you with this guy?
For about 3 months.
And you had to drive all over to go see rare birds?
I only did it once, but he did it every weekend.
Every weekend he would drive to go see a bird that had been spotted, which, by the way, tells me there's got to be a club or something that's like...
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
He gets text messages. There's alerts.
For rare painted bunting found in Brooklyn.
Exactly.
No S.
Is there any chance he was foreign?
Is he foreign? Yes, he's British.
Twitching is a British term.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking, honestly, was it pigeon jogging? What is the... Isn't that a term also?
It is.
But now, get me to the part where you were talking about being a sex addict.
Well, let me put it this way, Elliot. I am no small woman, and this guy was all about it. And I don't know if that was part of a fetish thing or what, and I'm not knocking big ladies, but he was no shame.
Okay, well, I don't think there should be shame. If somebody is attracted to a bigger woman, that's fine.
No, but it was more than that. It was all the time, anywhere. Doesn't matter.
Right, but you were all into it.
Well, sure.
Yeah, of course.
For 3 months.
Well,
until the twitching really ramped up.
Yeah.
So, like,
Twitching was okay.
But, like, so you guys were, like, nonstop sex?
Well, if it was up to him, it would be, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. On the twitching trip that you had to make, at any point did you guys pull the car over so he could hit it once?
Oh, absolutely. In, like, a field.
On the way to see the bird, you guys pulled the car over, got into a field, and drilled.
Absolutely.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was fun. That was the best part of the trip, Elliot.
And then, did you stop on the way home? Was he just so turned on by seeing the bird, he was like, I got to get some more?
Yeah, absolutely. It was nonstop.
Anal?
Maybe.
My girl.
My mom might be listening.
She doesn't care. she you know what? She's happier to hear that than that you were with some twitcher.
She thought he was interesting. She was like, "Oh, an ornithologist. Go you."
I don't even know what an ornithologist is. Is that a bird official?
Yeah, like a bird expert. Like he went to college to study like conservation and bird stuff.
No
How
kidding.
did you meet him?
I met him online.
Yep.
What do you mean, yep?
No, I didn't mean anything by that. Well, it's not like she's hanging out at the Brooklyn Bird Club.
That's true. That is true. Hey, do you hate birds now because of him?
As a matter of fact, I kind of got a little bit interested. He's trying to like really push it on me to like go bird watching and stuff. He gave me all these bird books, but I mean, once was fun, but it wasn't for me.
Did you guys like the 3 months that you guys were together? Did you did he live with you? Like, were you guys did he stay with you during the week?
I would drive to like stay with him on the weekends sometimes, but we didn't live together.
I gotcha. But every night that you guys would fall asleep, your hand was in his pants.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, see, exactly. I got you all figured out. I love everything about you.
Well, thank you.
Love everything about you. All right, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bird on, I guess.
Amen, bro. Amen. So
bird
horny
on.
right now. So horny right now.
You may be a
I got a little
bird
painted
person.
bunting. Elliot, it was the woman with the thigh. Kookaburra?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Is there like a genus name of a titty something or other?
And then I'm also learning that birders are offended by the term twitcher.
Wait, why are they offended by that? If that's what it is, that's what it is.
It's, I guess...
Is it a slur?
Well, okay. I don't want to use the word slur
to
describe bird watching, but it's more derogatory.
Oh, okay. Okay,
well, so think of it. Bird watching.
Okay.
Twitcher.
No, but I mean, it's a British term.
Yeah, having to do with like a reaction.
Oh, see, I thought maybe, like, for example...
You thought it was the dancer?
No, I eat sausage. I don't eat bangers. But, I mean, like, there's different words for different things overseas. I don't use a water closet. I use a toilet. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
America.
Hi, who's
me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
It's Chuck.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
The name of the bird that was eluding you is the tufted titmouse.
Is that real?
No, it's
Chuck.
All right, let me do this. Let me take a break.
A
wait,
couple more terms for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So twitchers have their own vocabulary?
Birders.
No.
Twitchers have their own vocabulary. All right.
A couple examples include a twitcher who fails to see a rare bird has dipped out.
Uh-oh.
If other twitchers do see the bird, he may feel gripped off. And suppression...
I just talked to a woman who was all gripped off.
Suppression is the act of concealing news of a rare bird from other twitchers.
Wait, what is it called? Suppression?
I mean, that's a dick move.
That is. You know what that is? That's keeping it to yourself. Oh, I know that there's a painted bunting in New York, but I'm not telling anybody. I'm a suppressor. And you know what? I don't care. Diane could just go get gripped off. Don't care.
And your tufted titmouse is very real. Thank you.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Thank you. Is it part of the genus of Titicaca?
Now you're getting too into it.
I'm still so turned on by that woman that called. Wait, what am I? I'm an ornithologist. Okay, Tyler.
I can't say it. But look for the term originally used by birders to describe the overall impression or appearance of a bird garnered from such features as shape, posture, flying style, or other habitual movements. Look up the word.
Please say it. Please say it.
Wikipedia is my source. Look up that word.
All right, let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news. After that, I'm going to give you tickets to go see Wolf Mother. And then after that, we will talk to our buddy Jim Brewer.
Elliot in the morning.
All right, Diane, let's get into some news, please.
They are still trying to piece together evidence after the shootings, mass shootings that left 14 people dead after a Christmas party at a state-run center for people with developmental disabilities yesterday in San Bernardino, California. Syed Farouk and his wife Tashfeen Malik killed in the shootout with police. They said Farouk had been at the party before the shooting and then left under some sort of circumstances that were described as having him become angry.
Yeah, he was upset. He was angry about something. And like Diane said, he left the center angry, pissed off, and left.
And that is when anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes later, he returned and opened fire along with his wife. They said he worked as a health inspector for the county health department for about 5 years. We're also starting to hear more from the relatives and family members of the victims about the frantic text messages that they were receiving just moments after the gunshots rang out.
Shooting at my work, people shot, in the office waiting for cops.
But she's okay.
Pray for us. I am locked in an office. That's it.
That's Terry Pettit, whose daughter was trapped in the building. They said at one point people...
By the way, I give that guy all the credit in the world. That guy is composed compared to what I would be.
They said that, obviously they had people who were using whatever they could find to barricade themselves in. They said some people, the police had to use battering rams to get into some of the locked doors.
Well, they didn't know what was going on. They had no idea.
Yeah.
And there was a video that was going around of when they were leading some of the people outside of the building. So once they got in there, and like you said, like people had barricaded themselves in. They weren't opening the door for crap.
Right.
When the cops were doing it, God bless them. The cops are telling the people, stay behind me. We're going to get you out of here. And people are scared. They're terrified. There's just somebody killed 14 people. There's blood all over the building. And the cops are, in an effort to make people feel better about going outside, the cops are saying, stay behind me. If something goes bad, I'll take the bullet.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Amazing.
God bless them.
So obviously they are still trying to confirm a motive in those shootings. ISIS claiming to have murdered a person that they termed to be a Russian spy in the latest beheading video that has come out. There's also new threats that have been put out against the lives of Vladimir Putin and many of those who live in Moscow directly. I did not watch this video.
I didn't watch the video. I saw I saw clips of them showing the Russian man and then obviously the ISIS terrorist standing behind him, no mask on, right. and like you said, he was directing threats towards Putin and the rest of Moscow. But I guess the other thing was David Cameron. I saw him talking from England. They're going. They're sending missions now too. Like they were saying, their warplanes are going. They're going to start dropping bombs as well. Good.
Large California vegetable producer has expanded their recall of celery that has been linked to a dangerous strain of E. coli bacteria that has made at least 19 people sick in 7 different states. They said, this was the celery that they were using in the chicken salad at Costco.
No, but now it's like stalks and everything.
Exactly.
Don't make ants on a log.
So they said,
how about stuffing?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that for stuffing. That's a good call.
So they said, in addition to what was used in the
Bloody Marys.
In the chicken salad, anything that the celery is used in could put you at risk. The stores involved include things like Save Mart and Safeway stores, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, even at 7-Elevens.
Yeah. By the way, best thing on celery? Salt. That's it. Just a little bit of salt, and away you go.
You had celery last night.
Did I? Yeah, I did. With some
those
wings. Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
I didn't.
Oh, that Can we get something that you don't have to use your hands to eat
No,
in public?
I said, can we get something you can eat in public? I use my hands.
Yeah, to hold silverware. Please.
Right, that's true.
So we had the loaded tater tots.
Yep. Delicious.
By the way, how great were those?
Update, a New Hampshire water park has been sold at auction over the objections of the owner who had
is this the guy who chained himself up there?
himself
Dumbass.
to one of the big slides to try to save the business. This was a Liquid Planet water park that was sold for just under $1 million to the owners of another New Hampshire water park, Whale's Tail. They said they're going to keep the original Liquid Planet open, but they are going to change things up. The owner,
starting with the guy who's chained to the ride.
The owner, I guess though, because I had been trying to watch, because I knew the auction was going to be yesterday, but up until then I was thinking like, God, it's cold there. Is he still up there chained to that thing? Apparently he ended his chaining saga back on the 25th because he was getting pneumonia.
Never mind.
The doctor told him to come down.
But you know what? That was like the guy who was going to stay out in front of the Supreme Court in his stupid lawn chair on his hunger strike.
How long did that last?
2 days. Yeah. Don't tell me you're going to stay up there forever and then come down because you're cold.
So I guess they said that no,
it's November. I'm doing this. It's New Hampshire. It's probably going to get a little chilly.
The new owners of the water park are going to let him stay on through the winter because he's living there,
right?
And I guess he needs a place to stay. So at least they're going to let him stay a little bit longer. Apparently, Charlie Sheen, we knew that ever since he came out with his HIV diagnosis, and that big interview was shopping around a book deal. Apparently, he has been putting out feelers to the major publishers to gauge their interest. Some people are saying when he's saying $10 million, that price is a little bit too high.
Right.
Oprah's memoir, which apparently is being shopped around, the idea of which is being shopped around to different publishing houses at this part, is going to get her tens of millions of dollars.
Will that sell?
I would read it. She's got an interesting life, interesting story.
Yeah, but hasn't that ship sailed?
I mean,
Oprah's not relative anymore.
It probably would have been much better received had she still been on the air. I mean,
Right.
she is still on the air, but
Nobody watches that
people
show.
don't watch OWN. I mean, occasionally you hear stuff about her, like her big deal with
don't
Weight
get me wrong,
Watchers.
she's still very famous.
The whole Weight Watchers thing kind of brought her back in a little bit, but then that kind of died down.
Didn't we learn everything in the Kitty Kelly book?
Probably. That's probably true.
No. Love the year-end lists that continue to roll out as we get closer to
Here we go.
2016.
What am I doing now?
Top search on Yahoo this year.
Oh, God. What is it out of the world of?
Celebrity.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Khloe.
No.
Kylie.
Nope.
Kendall.
Nope.
I'm out.
Bobby Christina Brown.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's the number one search?
Yep.
It's Yahoo.
That's true. I guess Google hasn't done theirs yet. As for the top crazes of the year, halftime shark, Katy Perry.
Man.
Number one.
This is horrible. This is a bad list.
Just beating out the Starbucks Holiday Cup and Man Bun.
This is horrible.
Whip and Nay Nay was number 5.
Oh, I like that.
The top sports-related search.
Like Dre Dre.
Yeah.
That I do. That's true.
The top sports-related search, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight.
That makes sense.
Radio Shack hiring Nick Cannon to be their new chief creative officer. According to the press release, he will play an active role in the development of Radio Shack exclusive products, as well as helping to further transform them into the must-visit electronics destination.
Well, goodbye.
He's getting an office at HQ in Fort Worth.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's getting bank to do it, but it won't save that store. They're done. Nobody's going to go there.
Why are they paying him money?
Because that throwback to the 80s commercial didn't work. So now they're going to
That
use
was a
Nick
few
Cannon.
years ago.
I like Nick Cannon. But I'm not going to Radio Shack because of that.
Today, Swiss police arresting a couple of FIFA officials suspected of accepting millions of dollars in bribes, some of which they say were believed to be processed by U.S. banks. They said this came on the heels of some arrest requests that were submitted by the Justice Department over the weekend. Lions getting ready to host Thursday Night Football at Ford Field tonight. They'll play the Packers. Capitals back on ice tonight in Montreal against the Canadiens. Baseball, Padres hiring.
Real quick with the Capitals, I didn't see any footage of the Tom Wilson, Michael Latta scrap from the end of practice yesterday.
Right.
I have no idea how bad it was. I assume it wasn't that bad. I don't think it really had anything to do with Wilson's interview with us talking about Selena Gomez. I don't think it was related to that at all. But I didn't see how bad it was. But listen, guys scrap all the time. It's a rough sport. Guys are banging around. It could have also just been screwing around. Who the hell knows? But I didn't see and I didn't talk to anybody who was at practice yesterday. So I have no idea. Plus, these guys have had a couple of days off. They're ready to go. But trust me, I'm sure they're fine. But again, I'll tell you, it had nothing to do with us.
Padres hiring Mark McGuire as their new bench coach. He will be the right-hand man for the rookie manager Andy Green. He spent the last 3 seasons as the hitting coach for the Dodgers. Kobe Bryant scoring 31 points to lead the Lakers 108-104 over the Wizards. John Wall with 34 points in the loss. Kobe obviously getting a lot of love at Verizon Center last night. Steph Curry, 40 points last night to lead Golden State over Charlotte, 116-99. So their Golden State record now improves to 20-0. That is a look at news.
Jim Brewer.
Good day, sir and senorita.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite well. How about you?
I am excellent, thank you. Have you, I feel like the answer should be yes, but you've recovered by now, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, you know what, they were there, it was good for a season, and then you'll go back to what you're used to.
That's exactly how I feel, but I don't want to go back to that feeling because now I tasted it. You know, I already made out with the chick. Don't walk away now. Wait, you're not married, and what's wrong here? No. Let's have another date. Let's go have dinner next week. Don't tell me that you're done forever and walking out for someone else better in St. Louis.
Hey, Brewer, how many, I feel like every time I saw pictures of you, you were at a Mets game. In the postseason, how many, did you go to every single game?
Yes, I did. I'm going to see my financial advisor today to see how much I have left in the bank towards my children's fund.
Now, wait, are you a Mets season ticket holder or did
no?
You, no. My God, dude!
Were you buying those on like StubHub? Or are you getting them? Are you getting freebies?
I bought them all at face value. I did buy them at face value. However, at face value, by the World Series, it was $500 a pop, and you know. This is how I'd go in my house. I'd have my kids look. Okay, I can land World Series tickets. Now, the first child went, I want to go. The middle child went, wait, what time would you're out. The oldest one didn't even answer. I'm like, you're out. So I would line people up and literally just wait for their reaction. Like, if you can get, all right, you're in. If there was a hesitation, you were out. $500. So yeah, it was $1,500 a game in the World Series. It was almost 400 for the Cubs series.
Jesus Christ!
And like 2 and change for the Dodgers.
Hey, so wow, boy. I mean, you know what? Like when you hear it that way, you go, man. Don't get me wrong. $200 is a crap ton of money, but to see the
but when you pay for 5 people,
well, that's true. But still, like
I had when the World Series came, it was 500 each. I'm like, yeah, there's just me, mom, and maybe one kid.
But like when you just on paper, you go, you know what? I feel like I would spend more to see Mets Dodgers than Mets Cubs.
Well, you say that, but that's the killer round. That was the
I was going to say that's true until it's the next round of the playoffs. Then you're screwed.
Yeah, and I got to say that was the series. That was our World Series because that was the passionate. How dare you take out one of our players? We hate Utley. We must beat you.
Right.
So when the Cubs, it was like no hatred. Even the Royals. It's like when when they line up the teams for any playoff game and they're like, and now we present the enemy. even the Royals, it was just hard. I'm like, who do we hate? Is there anyone we should hate here?
And by the way, that team, and listen, I don't like the Mets, but watching the series, the Royals are so freaking good.
They were great.
So good.
To me, that is what a baseball team's supposed to be. That's just, they didn't even have home run hitters. It was just like, they didn't have one home run except for the one against Familia. And you take away that homer, it was single, double, single walk, stolen base.
And by the way, that was after fouling off about 8-10 pitches just to keep running pitch counts up.
Right, and that's I could take my heart out of the fan. The people are like, we should have won 4. Like, no, listen. He walked 4. I'm like, no, he didn't walk him. The guy, it was too bad. I remember Game 4. Game 4, 1 out, top of the 8th, we're winning by 2 runs, I believe.
Right.
And Tyler Clippard comes in and walks the first 2 batters.
Right.
Now, each batter, he had no balls, 2 strikes. And each one walked.
Yeah,
and
but
I think together they fouled off 427 pitches. And they had to walk him off with a stretcher. It's just like, these guys are animals. It's frustrating. Even I would go, all right, just take a base. I'll get the nice guy. This guy's annoying. Go ahead. You want to stick your bat out? Keep doing it.
By the way, do you have any idea how badly Diane wants to blow her brains out right now?
I think it was Game 4.
Game 4. Diane couldn't care less. She's like, Game 4? How would you even remember that?
Oh, my God. Did you know I went Christmas shopping?
That's me.
I finished for all my kids, my aunt, my grandmother. It's all done. Don't have to worry about that. You wouldn't be shopping. What do? You want me to do it?
No, when you asked him if he had finally gotten over it, I thought you were talking about like the Thanksgiving craziness.
No, the World Series. The World Series, please.
See, that's why.
Hey, Jim? Yellow.
Hello?
We knew immediately.
Wait, wait, I lost you there for 1 second, Jim.
Yeah, sorry. I got my car, and when I got my car, it flips over.
Oh, you didn't, your Bluetooth didn't flip.
My Bluetooth didn't flip. Yeah, no, me and Elliot knew right away. We didn't even have to speak. We just knew. almost like two bears in the night looking at each other. Didn't have to grunt or nothing. We knew. You're familiar with this territory. Yes, I am.
Exactly. You know the other thing that you did that made me laugh is your animated thing that you did about why you hate the Yankees so much?
Oh, my gosh. Well, it's a true story.
Right.
And I don't know who animated that. I didn't animate it, but everyone that saw it was like, I don't even know anything about baseball. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And like I said, I still haven't seen it. Everyone tells me about it. Like, you got to watch this thing that this guy animated.
Hey, wait, so are you purposely trying not to see it?
No, I just, it's out there. You know what? Once I know what I said. So I know what I said. I don't know how the animation looks. I heard it's funny. That's all I need to know. There's nothing I can do after that.
Yeah, no. I mean, listen, you're not changing it anyway, but it's really, really good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I should check it out just for future stuff to hire. Is that what you're saying? Like,
well, I don't know about that. No, all I'm saying is that first of all, I thought that you had people do it, but knowing that you didn't do it, I think you would look at it and go like, okay, I mean, I don't think that you would look at it and be disappointed with what they did to your work, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's all I heard. It's just absolutely amazing and funny. So, you know what? We'll look at it today.
No, you won't. Please.
No, I won't.
All right. Well, since Diane asked, how was Thanksgiving?
Oh, it's great. We went to Disney World, and believe it or not, we're supposed to go we went with in-laws and old cousins. So my kids and their cousins all. And on Thanksgiving Day, we went to the beer garden, the German place in Epcot. And I got to say, we did some damage. It was a lot more fun than I thought it was. Let's just say the kids are like, are we ever going to leave? Are we going on rides?
Hey, can I ask you something? Like when you decide that, I don't know how many of you that is. I know your family alone is 5, and I have no idea like when you throw the rest of the family in. But like when you decide that you're going to do Disney for Thanksgiving, which I got to imagine is nut to butt. Like, do they go, oh, Mr. Brewer, of course, and then like they start taking care?
Wait, are you talking about the rest of the family or Disney? What are you talking
Disney?
about?
No, I got to imagine Disney's got to be a cluster.
Yeah, no. Well, 2 things. One, we got points at Disney, so like every year it's almost like a timeshare. I have to get a place at Disney it's easy to get. Now, when I go there, I get a tour guide. However, the tour guide is not free.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no, the tour guide's like, yeah, no, we'll pick you up. Where are you staying? We'll pick you up, go on whatever ride you want. Like, that's great. And we'll send you your $40,000 bill. What? Yeah, it's $7,000 an hour, and you have to do 9 hours straight. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's expensive, but you either go to Disney and you stay at one park, and for 9 hours you go on 2 rides,
right?
Or you all chip in. You get 10 of you. You chip in. You get a tour guide, and you see everything in one day, and you're done.
Oh, that's not bad, I guess.
No.
Hey, do you do that every year? Like, I was trying to imagine, are you like the big chef at home, or is that like every year that's the family thing, you guys go to Disney?
That was the first thing we did, and we all kind of liked it, so we might start doing that. And I thought there was going to be a lot of people there. There was only 6, but everyone is so overweight and heavy, it seemed like 5,000 people. I'm sorry, America, but have you ever seen the movie WALL-E? You can't tell me that rider didn't sit at Disney World and went, oh, this is going to be a hit. Wow. There were people on those on the wheelchair things. They weren't even handicapped. They were just heavy. I saw this I thought it was a walrus. It was not a walrus. My apologies. But it rolled up to the candy area and wouldn't get off the cart to grab candy. It's just trying to wheel its way in to reach its big arm for the candy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Wow.
All right.
My wife is next to me giving the "that's enough" sign.
All right.
Not funny.
A couple of other things before I know I got to let you jump. Are you still, the last thing that I read about you in terms of everything going on in the world is that you still refuse to get into the political cycle of everything going on, in that it's still all professional wrestling and you pay absolutely no attention to it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hands down. It's the funniest mockery ever. I get more pleasure sitting down watching someone have an aneurysm over something they have no clue they're talking about. All they're doing is watching whatever political station they're into.
Right.
And they debate and argue everything that they heard on the news, thinking it's what they made up. And that makes me laugh hard. And it's the funniest thing I ever. It's tragic. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's part of me that thinks it's really tragic, but you'll lose your mind if you really get caught up in it. I don't buy any of it. I really don't. I don't buy any of it. It's all a joke to me. It's just big business. That's all.
Yeah, no, and I'll agree with you there, but it seems like it's so hard. And I mean, especially, listen, you're a comic. All you've done your whole life is like keep up with things and do stuff. It just seems like it would be so hard to turn that off.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm all into my stand-up, my life, my energy. Everything I ever do is all about Are we here to bicker and debate and try to take each other down? Or are we just trying to get through life? Let's all just get by this moment. Let's just try to laugh it off. And politics, 99.9% of the time, ends ugly. Two people yelling at each other, screaming at each other. If I mention something on stage, somebody in the audience got peed off.
Right.
And that's not what I'm into. I want everyone leaving my show going, oh my God, was that an awesome time? And I don't like when people leave going, I don't like his views, or I don't like his this, or I don't like. I'm there to make you laugh. I'm there to tell you who to vote for. That's me, though. That's just me.
Right. No, and I will give you credit every time you go out that it's a different set every time you're on the road.
Yeah, and same as this one when I'm returning it. I think this is one of my. Every year, I think I've gotten better as I got older, and this one is probably my most powerful set.
That's awesome. Hey, well, I was looking at your schedule, and I know I believe it was not too long ago. Is there now a Just for Laughs festival in Mexico?
There was. They had it was 2 weeks ago, and what they're starting to branch out. They found out where Canadians go.
Right.
Hey, there's Canadians in Mexico, eh? We should bring our festival there, and we get to sit on the beach, eh? Yeah, sounds good, eh? We'll drink beer. We'll hire comics, but they won't be Canadian.
How was the how did it go over? For whatever reason, like now you'll hear about like comics going over and playing, in Europe or in Australia where there's that big festival. I don't know, seeing it, I don't even know that I realized that like you guys went south to do stand up in Mexico at all.
Crushed. Now you're not playing in front of the locals.
Right.
Otherwise it'd be a long hour.
But that would be funny as hell to watch.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm not gonna. I thought it was gonna be something like that because they also did Bermuda, and I was in Bermuda, and that was mostly locals, and they laughed hard, but they definitely had a different sense of humor. That was they speak English. There's British, there's French. It's really diversified, but everyone speaks English.
Right.
In Mexico, it's really just. It's everyone on vacation. So I did see. I thought the most impressive thing was Middle Easterners there.
Oh, really?
And not a lot. Maybe a handful. But to hear them laughing and watch them laughing and come up to the show is pretty funny. I had someone come up to me on the beach. And he goes, I don't understand words you say, but funny. Thank you.
Hey, and then last thing before I let you jump, do I have a release date on your record that's coming out, or do I just know it's sometime in the spring of next year?
It's April 22nd, I believe, and I'm flying out tomorrow night to meet with the head of the whole record company and all that, and decide when the video comes out, when the first video comes out, and all that jazz. And I'm stoked about it. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm really excited about it. So
I was reading that you did a song with Brian Johnson. And I mean, listen, yeah. I know how much you love music, and I know how much you love AC/DC and Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that studio was like with you in it.
Well, here's what happened. We were recording in Clearwater, Florida. Now, a couple months before that, Brian Johnson comes to a show and he's like, "Yeah, I heard you're doing a record, and I want to be on it, my son." So, well, I'm going to take you up on that. He goes, no, I want you to. I said, "Oh, well, I'm going to. Trust me. I'm going to call you." And we set up the song. And the song is all about, we may be older than you think. However, we still will tear it down harder than you can ever imagine.
Right.
It's called Mr. Rock and Roll, which I thought was right up his alley. Now,
He invites us, so he's like, come to my house so I can see and hear that song, my son. So we go to his house. My producer was flipping. He's like, oh my God, look at it. I'm like, relax. Stick to the mission. Let him just hear the song. So he hears the song for about 30 seconds. He goes, let me see the lyrics. He shows me the lyrics. I show him the lyrics and he goes, bread and butter. Let's go to dinner. And then the next day, he goes, I'll be there at 11. I'll drive myself, me son. I went, no, let me get you a limo. He goes, no, I drive myself. And so we set up, I'm not exaggerating you, I set up 5 microphones, all just in case one dies. We had one more lined up. We had this huge studio room, candles, people from Fiji with the big peacock feathers ready to blow air on them. We had Hawaiian dancers, belly dancers from Egypt. I had it locked and loaded, ready for him, whatever he needed. He shows up. He tells us what's going on with AC/DC. And we're just listening like, tell us more, Uncle Brian. And then he goes, I got to start the tour this weekend in Madrid. Oh, yeah, Madrid, of course. That's where we all start tours. And he goes, I'm ready, my son. And he finishes a cigarette that he rolls, and he goes in the studio, and he's standing in the boardroom. And we go, well, when you're ready, go in the recording. And he goes, oh, no. I don't go in there. I do it in the boardroom, my son, with a handheld mic and no headphones. That's cheating. I like to do it like I'm live with the boys. And we're like, okay. Let's. Do we have a mic? Can we pull this off? And he stood for an hour and a half in the boardroom, just. I couldn't hit the note on that one. It's a high note. Let's try it again. Fire! Go to the side. I'm just going, is this really happening? This is really happening, right?
Dude,
so it's the last song on the album. It's the only one not done. And my producer called 3 days ago and says, we have to redo your part. I said, why? He goes, yeah, it came out a little fluffy. We'll just say that. I said, all right. So that's the only song I have to redo.
Hey, is Brian
Johnson's
house immaculate inside?
Oh, it's gorgeous. And you know what's great about him? He's such a regular guy. He drove himself, and he cooked for us. He cooked dinner.
Did he really?
Oh, it was a great dinner, too. It was a great dinner. He made his own French fries. He's got his own fryer.
You're the best.
And he does the whole, bam, you're going to put a little bit of oregano and thyme. You're going to put that thyme in there. And I tell you, it's like hanging out. He loves history, so he's telling me about history. And he's like, back in the days when France and England, they used to be one big entity, you see. And I was like, yeah, whatever, more French fries.
All right, go see our buddy Jim Brewer. He will be at the 930 Club Friday, December the 11th at the 930 Club. You can go see Jim Brewer. Tickets are available through ticketfly.com. Hey, Brewer, one day when the Mets are playing the Nats, when the season starts, come down. We'll go to a game.
I would love that.
Dude, we'd have so much fun.
Oh, God. I'm taking you up on that one.
All right, no, please do. Now you're Brian Johnson to me all of a sudden.
That's right.
930 Club on December the 11th. Hey, Brewer, I appreciate the time. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. I love that club, by the way. That's my top free club in the whole country. Not even lying.
Oh, yeah, no, the 930 Club is great. It's awesome there.
Oh, can't wait. I'll see you guys soon.
You got it. Thanks, Jim.
Take care.
Elliot in the morning.
Phil Rudd. I bet his house is nice. Not a lot of people there right now. Then the only famous person that I feel like, and this guy's famous, and it wasn't his house, it was his apartment, Robitaille. And that was really the entryway because I had to pick something up from him. So I didn't like go into the apartment, and it wasn't his house in Los
Did he
Angeles.
slide it down this long tiled hallway at you?
Wait right here, I'll be right back. And then I stood there.
Wait.
Okay, well that's still 3. Whose house were you in?
No one's.
You've never been in anybody famous's house? Have you?
No.
Closest thing I would think would be him trick or treating.
To Lemieux's house.
Yeah.
But you didn't go in.
No.
But you saw the door open.
No.
Wait, so
were they like out further beyond the
he sat in the driveway?
entry?
I didn't meet Mario Lemieux.
Oh, so it was just one of the caretakers.
Yeah. If that. I know it was full-size candy bars. That's what I remember as a kid. I didn't care about hockey. Don't care about hockey.
Hey. But yeah, no, that would... All right, so far I'm winning. Winning. You've never been in anybody's house?
No.
So Luke Robitaille's entryway is the win right now.
Apparently.
Look at go me.
Pathetic.
No, but he's famous.
Oh, yeah, in circles.
No, people would know who he is.
No, they don't. Come on.
Robitaille?
There's a lot of people who don't.
Yes.
Hall of Famer?
But if you said
President of the Los Angeles Kings?
But if you say somebody like...
One of the highest scoring left wings of all time?
Like Beyonce. Like you always talk about...
Well, I did go to high school with her.
Her being at
Never
your high
saw
school.
her
I
house.
didn't know if
Never
you'd
saw
ever
her
seen
house.
it.
Outside or inside. But no, never been in... Kaylee, have you been in anybody famous's house? Don't you want to go?
Sure, I'd love to see how the rich and famous live.
But do you think, like, for example, like he was talking about like how Brian Johnson has a fryer and was cooking? But, like, do you think it's nice? Oh, you know what? I've been in some... Well, that's radio circles.
Rigdon?
No, are you kidding?
No.
You can't watch the man eat. You think you're going to go to his house?
I didn't know.
No. Scott. That doesn't count.
Well, and next door, what about, or wherever that was?
I was never in Roseanne's house.
I thought you had to go to their house.
Yeah, to
or
tell
did you
them
hop
that
a wall?
that we hit tennis balls on purpose over the fence.
And you never went in?
No, they never invited us in. No, Roseanne and Tom weren't inviting us in. No, but we would not... Wait, hold on. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you, Jay. What about Carl Alsner's house for the Caps bit? Okay, well, now we're talking.
Stick with Robitaille.
Have you ever been in Ted's house?
No.
Oh.
No. None of them. Well, he's moved since I've known him.
Oh.
But no. Why would I be in Leonsis' house?
I don't know. He had some...
Like, he invited me over? Hey, come have...
things he wanted to talk to you about Redline?
Elliot,
I don't know.
that's where I signed my Redline deal.
Flanked by Alan May and confetti cannons.
Yes, that's where I signed it. Line 1? They were in somebody famous's house? Would you want to... Let me ask you this. Would it be more impressive... Like, let's talk, like, famous. Would it be more impressive if it were like, oh my God, look at all their stuff? Or would it be better if it was like, oh my God, look how they live?
I'd rather...
Impressive or disgusting?
Keep it romantic.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see them live how I expect them to live.
That's
I don't want to be disappointed.
No, I don't think it would be disappointing, though.
Yeah, it would be.
If you told me
That's the best thing about reality shows.
No, if you told me that you went to Brian Johnson's house, and I just use him because of Brewer. If you told me you went to his house and it was like, dude, there were clothes everywhere and like pots like just stacked up and just garbage, you'd be like, dude. But then you go, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
No, there's a reason MTV Cribs aired for 10 years.
No, that's true. That's true. But a lot of those people, they used other houses. A lot of those people didn't use their own houses.
There was some shadiness.
I got that from an insider, thank you.
But you watched it to see...
Yeah, what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. A lot of those, they used other people's houses.
I don't remember them picking any normal-looking homes.
What'd you say, Kaylee? Line 2 or line 1? 1? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, so my father was the plumber for Jimmy Dean, the Sausage King.
Dude.
Yeah.
Ghetto or nice? Ghetto.
A lot of Jimmy walking around in his bathrobe. Well, not a lot of tight. Not really tied. It's he was a sausage king in a couple of ways. We'll go with that one.
Are you being serious?
Hey, yes.
Right hand to God.
Hey, but
hand to God.
How was the house? How was the house?
Oh, it's massive. Actually, if you go on Google, or I guess Google Earth, you can see the top-down view. There is a Jimmy Dean logo in the front yard.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's living.
Oh, yeah. Right on the river down here in Richmond. And there was a gold-plated toilet involved.
By the way, Tyler just pulled up the image. You're absolutely right. There's the logo.
That's hilarious.
There's the logo.
Made out of bushes.
Okay, by the way, it's awesome. But if you drove by and you saw anybody who had that, you would be like, oh, please, white trash.
They like sausage.
But because it's Jimmy Dean, you're like, that's freaking awesome. He's got a gold-plated toilet?
Yeah. Upstairs bathroom. It was a beast to work on, as per my father.
Wait, it was a what?
A beast to work on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they, hey, look, it's a man who was in his 80s who was eating a lot of sausage. What do you expect is going to happen?
Yeah, no, exactly. But you know what? Yeah. All that sausage bought him a gold toilet.
God bless him.
All right.
God bless him.
Hey.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Okay, well, I was going to ask, is Jimmy Dean outrank Luke Robitaille?
Yes.
More widely known.
More widely consumed. I'll give you that. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, is this me?
By the way, I'd go to Jimmy Dean's house in a second.
Anybody famous?
No, but I want Jimmy Dean's house to smell like I want it to smell like oh, somebody's making breakfast. Like I want that smell. I want sausage and coffee. Like that's what I want it to smell like. I'm sorry. Yes, who is this?
Hello?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, this is Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is like 20 years ago when Chris Matthews, the guy from Hardball, was on radio.
I mean, I don't remember him on the radio. I remember him on TV.
And then his wife Kathleen did the Channel 7 News.
Right.
I had a friend. He kept saying that all these celebrities would let him house sit for them. Well, I never believed him. Then one day he took us over there when he was house sitting for them in Chevy Chase.
Right.
Well, we were downstairs, we had a few drinks, used the liquor cabinet quite frequently, smoked cigars in the backyard, this and that. A couple days later, he got a phone call from her because she said someone, and my friend Steve was the one that did it, went through her clothes drawer and was playing with underwear.
Wait a minute. Your buddy was going through Chris Matthews' wife's underwear?
Kathleen Matthews, the lady that was Channel 7 News.
All right, two things. Number one, what kind of panties?
They were thong.
Atta girl.
He was using them like a rubber band, shooting them across the floor.
By the way, Chris Matthews loves to stare at a woman's chest when he's talking to her.
How do you know that?
I've heard. But that's his thing.
To confront my friend, he had it on speakerphone.
Oh, boy.
So everyone in the room found out what he did.
That's pretty good. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Jimmy Dean bigger than Chris Matthews?
Yeah.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's a weird list.
Why? Famous is famous.
I know, but if someone looked at this list, they would never in a million years figure out why they were all ranked together.
Chris Matthews, Luke Robitaille, Carl Alsner, and
Jimmy Dean.
And Jimmy Dean, the Sausage King.
Carl fell off.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, this is me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hey, my name is Charlie.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, so LeVar Arrington from the Redskins.
Right, well, now the NFL Network, but yes.
Well, yeah. He has a house in Annapolis, and the company I work for, he contracted us, so I've been in his house. And I knock on the door, and he answers to the door in nothing but a towel.
Oh, boy.
And, yeah, it was...
He probably was standing on the other side of the room, too. By the way, I bet his house is awesome.
It was pretty insane. In his basement, it's like a movie theater, and he has like life-size figurines of Batman, they have Spider-Man,
Jesus
all kinds
Christ.
of stuff. And he pretty much let me in, and I just kind of had my room of the house while he was doing his thing.
Dude, that's awesome. Does he have? I bet he's got all kinds of awesome memorabilia too.
Yeah, from what I could see, it was yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's not bad. I bet LeVar wasn't living a bad life. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Yes, Tyler.
Kaylee almost picked up some memorabilia last night.
Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Hey, Elliot, what's up?
Hey, who's this?
This is Jay.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
And not much, man. So, real quick background. My mom was friends with this lady named Bernice Flint, whose husband is Jimmy Flint, who is the brother of Larry Flint. So, we all...
Whoa. I got to absorb that. Your mom is friends with Bernice Flint.
Yes.
Whose brother is Larry Flint?
Right. His brother, Jimmy, and Bernice were married.
I gotcha.
And so, we went to his house for a 4th of July when I was about 11 years old.
Dude, that's awesome!
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Do you remember anything from the house?
One of the things I remember, because he was in a wheelchair, because he got shot and paralyzed.
Yeah, sure.
So I remember going up, he had an elevator in his house to get up and down, because he was in a wheelchair, and I remember going upstairs, because we were just kind of walking around the house, and his door to his bedroom is like double thick with a metal in the middle because he was so paranoid of somebody coming into his room or shooting at him into his bedroom. So his door to his bedroom was basically bulletproof.
Oh, my God.
So,
hey, can I just clarify something on the Flint house? Was it a lift or was it like an elevator?
It was an elevator. He didn't have one of the old lady granny lifts that go up the stairs.
Yeah, no, elevator.
Like,
if you got an elevator, like Costanza.
Like, what's her name in Gremlins?
Exactly. No, if you got an elevator, you drip money out of your ass. That good for him.
Yeah.
Good for
I
him.
remember he had an indoor-outdoor pool. You would swim like under a little glass partition and go to the outside area.
Right.
But you'd also swim inside, and it had kind of like the Playboy Mansion that's got the rocks and the waterfalls and all that.
Right.
On the pool most of the time. So.
Hey, let me ask you this: like, if you walked into his house, would you have any idea that he was that he was like one of the biggest porn purveyors in the world?
I mean, the house wasn't decorated with stuff like that from what I remember, but there was a ton of girls obviously walking around and
his old lady was cool with that?
Yeah, I don't remember if he was married when we were out there. I don't really remember seeing anybody out there, but there was a ton of girls out there. I mean, it was a packed place. I mean, there was probably about 150 people there, but I was 11, so...
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. By the way, if I were Larry Flint, do you know how many nudies I would have hanging up in my house?
And Jimmy.
The...
Co-founder.
Oh, yeah. No, you put all those up.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Jimmy is the co-founder of Hustler. Larry obviously is the name, but they've been tried together. Remember Woody Harrelson's real-life brother played Jimmy in the movie.
That's right.
I didn't know this, though. In 2012, Jimmy Flint created Flint Sexy Gifts.
Right.
A boutique with lines of clothing, lingerie, intimate lotions, oils, and specifically items targeted towards women. The first shops opened in Kentucky and Ohio and now Florida.
Oh, no S. No S. I would, though. I would have just naked shots all over. Isn't that what you want to see, though?
Well, I mean,
you don't want when you walk into Larry Flint's house.
And if he's married or whatever, bread and butter.
Yeah, exactly. Eagle, 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 bend, eagle, eagle, bend. That's what I want to see. Yes, that's the Flint house. Oh, what are you shopping for over there?
JimmyFlint.com. It's a Cyber Week sale. Come on, make the coupon code funnier, Jimmy.
All right, let me do this. Kaylee, ask these people to hold. I'll grab a couple more. Wait, is Jimmy Dean still the best? No, Larry Flint's bigger than Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, Larry Flint's pretty good.
Yeah, Flint's awesome. Flint's awesome. So we go Flint.
I want to hear somebody
Dean.
like Beyonce or...
Well, go to her house. People don't just get invited into... You're not walking into Beyonce's house.
I know, but it's like... People,
well, don't be critical of the people.
I'm not being critical. I'm just saying that,
By the way,
I want to elevate to that level.
Every single person that's called you has done something you haven't.
I know.
Been in somebody famous's house.
Line 1, Elvis. Seriously, though, the average age
that's
of
okay,
our...
because I've been in that apartment.
The average age of our list is up there.
Okay, well, he was 11 when he was in Jimmy Flint's house.
No, I'm just saying, Larry Flint, Jimmy Dean, Chris Matthews, Luke Robitaille.
Okay, we need to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
We need to bring it down.
You know what? Alsner's back on the list.
All right, let me take a quick break. If you're on hold, don't go anywhere. I'll grab you next.
Elliot in the morning.
Oh, I can answer Mike Jones. Mike, I was never in Bonaducci's house. I was in front of Danny Bonaducci's house, but never inside. I was inside the car where the incident took place, though. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Did he ever live in his car?
No, you know what? But that is a fair question. That is a fair question. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
I'm good. I was just calling in to share a story about being in someone famous's house.
Oh, whose house were you in?
Well, when I was a kid, my dad took me to this Christmas party, and I didn't really realize that it was any kind of a big deal. But later on, looking at the pictures from the party, I realized that my dad had been, I know this is kind of silly, but he had been friends with George Bush back when he was governor of Texas. And so I realized that the parties that we'd gone to at Christmas were actually at the governor's mansion.
Never mind. I thought they were like at his house. Like, going to his house is one thing. Going to the mansion.
Oh, because she didn't go into, like, the private quarters?
Yeah, no, it's like, okay, that's like, I've been to the White House, but I've never been, like, in the residence.
Well, that's where he lives.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, that's fair. By the way, I shouldn't knock it. I've never been to parties at the governor's house. But yeah, no, I thought you were going to say it was like at George Bush's, like, house where it's like him and Mom Barbara's running around and stuff, but that's like the governor's mansion. But that's fine.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll count that.
It was cool.
Hey, listen, it's better than Diane. Diane's never been in a house. All right, very good. I appreciate it. Where was I going? Line 3? Hi, Elliot in the morning. I want somebody who's been in like a rock star's house.
We have Chris Matthews.
No, but like I want somebody who's been in like Brian Johnson's house.
We already had that.
I know, but give me somebody else.
On the reality show, we did get a lot of glimpses
in real life
into the Gene Simmons home.
No, that's TV. That's TV home. Well, if we're going to say that, I've also been in Ozzy's house. No, I want somebody who's been in like somebody's house. Like, now I'm with you. Oh, I want somebody who's been in like Robert Downey Jr.'s house. I bet that thing is unreal. I bet that thing's got like all kinds of like elevators and movie theaters.
Or like Sheen's house.
No.
No?
No. By the way, Sheen's house, I bet, is a wreck. Oh, I bet there's stuff strewn all over the place. No, he doesn't.
When he had like 3 houses all in that one neighborhood, I bet he had staff.
Don't you think like his house would have like crap everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's socks and underwear stuffed under beds and stuff. No, that house is a mess. That's a sty. That's not winning.
That would be disappointing.
Why would that be disappointing? That's what you want it to be.
No, you have a staff. Your house should be immaculate.
He doesn't have a staff, Diane.
How about this?
Go ahead.
For Rockstar.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
I know a guy.
Here we go.
It's always a great story. I know a guy who put a home theater in Snoop Dogg's mom's house.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Close.
It's not Snoop's house, but it's Snoop's mom's house.
What if it's a music star's home where they used to live? They don't currently live there.
Oh, I would take that.
Dan on Twitter was in Taylor Swift's house where she grew up. It was very put together and comfortable.
But was she Taylor Swift yet? Like, was she young Taylor Swift?
Didn't they like live in a car like Bonaducci when she was trying to get her name out there?
That was Jewel, and she can go F herself. No, but like, had she done anything yet?
He doesn't say. Galen writes that her mom...
Wait, Galen?
Mom hung out with Prince at his place before he was famous.
Well, now I know where she gets all the freaky stuff from. By the way, I bet Prince's house is awesome.
Here we go.
I bet Prince just walks through the house and like lights come on and go off and like things pop out of the ground. Like I bet Prince has got it made.
So like a haunted house?
No. But like he's like
what's popping out of the ground?
Like the thing that holds the remote control. Like as he approaches the
and it's
TV,
like the new power generation symbol.
The whatever. That's fine. Or like he just and like everything happens.
Everything's a clapper.
And not a clapper that turns on the light, but he's like, oh, chilly. And like the heat comes on. Like everything operates around, like he looks at things and it happens. I bet Prince has got a bad, now I know somebody who's been to Prince's house, other than Galen's mom, but when Brian lived in Minneapolis, he went to Prince's house.
Johnson?
No, Phillips.
I know.
Oh, he's also been to Chesney's house.
He's probably been to a handful of homes.
Well, those are the only two I know about. He only likes Prince and Chesney. Why? What else did you have?
What about this? Do you count this? Rachel, I've been to the Morning View house where Incubus recorded their album and filmed an episode of Cribs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like...
it's not their house, but I'll take it.
Because if you don't take that, the next one is George Hamilton's house, which gets us right back to our list.
And reality shows.
I'm sorry, line 3. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Morgan.
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
I've been to Martin Lawrence's house.
Oh, wait, where is his joint?
In Percival.
But wait, weren't there stories that he was moving in there and he never did, or is it legit his house?
Oh, I don't know about that. I know I delivered furniture there.
Oh, well, there you go. Wasn't it like some big $10 million house? God.
It's huge, man. It just has like a moat around it on the outside.
Oh, I got to get a moat.
I
got to get a moat. When I make it, Diane, I'm getting a moat. You don't know. You know whose house? No.
Your boy Brooks White's house also.
I imagine that to be modest.
It's not Martin Lawrence, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, $4 million a year, you're doing all right. But I don't imagine him to have like all the Prince accoutrement in the house. That's like, I don't think Brooks is like, well, I'm chilly, and then everything like changes for him. I don't imagine him to have that kind of house. Like, I bet you would walk into Brooks Lake's house and minus some memorabilia and a couple pictures of like Dancing with the Stars,
mirror balls,
you would have no idea that it's like a hockey player's house.
Well, actually, I didn't even know who he was. You know, I was just delivering some dining room stuff, and then when I got back on both of the days, one of my coworkers told me who it was.
That's pretty badass. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
No problem, man.
Later.
What memory was just jogged by that?
By what?
When he said Brooks.
Oh no, not that. I was saying, you know whose house I'd love to see?
Who?
Because we've seen aerial photos of it. Brady and Giselle.
Oh, when he said moat.
Yes.
Well, that would fit that romantic image.
Yes, I bet that house is sick. Or total pigsty.
No.
Total pigsty.
We talk about somebody having a staff as large as that is. You have to have a full-time staff to keep that
or
orderly.
Like her panties are all over the place.
No,
I'm rubber banding them like Kathleen Matthews underwear. Hi, Elliot. In the morning. Hello.
This me?
Yeah. Hi. Who's this?
This is Kevin.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. I used to play ice hockey with the former head coach of the Atlanta Thrashers, Kurt Frazier.
By the way, we put Alzner back on the list. That's not that. Nobody knows who that is.
What's that?
Nobody knows who that is.
Nobody knows who that. I figured you would know who that is, man.
Oh yes, I know who it is, but nobody knows who that is.
Well, what about his house though? Maybe it was super nice.
He's a nobody.
Yeah, he used to throw parties for the kids on the team.
Oh boy,
at his house, and it was insane, man.
Oh, I bet it was. Was, but no, nobody. Thank you though, but nobody knows who that is.
Vince's dad did electrical work at Rey Mysterio's house a few times.
Wow.
Look at Jones.
There's actually a video on YouTube of Rey Mysterio giving a tour of his house.
Holy crap.
In the mask.
Holy crap. Look at that house. By the way, that's ridiculous. Look at his fish tank, though. I don't even care about fish tanks. No offense, Jeff.
Was this like...
Okay, that's ghetto.
What?
That's ghetto.
What? You said that some of the hockey guys have memorabilia? He can't have figures?
They're figurines of, like, all different wrestlers. No!
That's his life.
Well, where's the memorabilia that the others are having from hockey?
Okay, but that's like a jersey or like a stick that they got from somebody.
He's wearing the mask.
There's a big... He collects toys.
Oh.
Well, that's what it is.
That's memorabilia.
No, it's not. It's a toy.
It really is, though.
No, that'd be like saying, "Oh, Gene Simmons has Barbie dolls."
No, Mom, they're figures. Well, she would just say dolls. I can't say it. Maybe that's why I can't say it. It's like it's emotional trauma from her making fun of my wrestling figures.
Line 1. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's that?
This is James.
Hey, what's up, James?
Well, not me directly, but one of my coworkers is Anthony Hopkins' brother-in-law.
Oh, I bet Anthony Hopkins has a sweet house.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he spends every holiday season with him in the UK.
Does he really?
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? And by the way, I got to find out. I think that kid is grown and like graduated from high school. But remember, Robert Plant's brother lives in my neighborhood.
That's right.
But I never saw Robert Plant. But he would come for like Thanksgiving and stuff. Never saw Plant
You
walking
heard
around.
tell.
Yeah, never saw Robert
He
Plant
wasn't out
walking
at the
around
turkey
neighborhood.
trot.
No, God, no. God, no. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Right. Yeah, no problem.
Later. Tyler's going to spend all day watching Rey Mysterio's house tour. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Elliot, this is Mark out of Beaver Dam.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, so how about Mike Tyson?
I bet his house is pretty sweet.
My two little cousins, broke into his old house up in Ohio.
That's a different
It was
bit.
badass.
What? Wait. So when he was in Ohio, like at what point was that?
I don't know. This was, I think this was probably back in the 90s.
Right. Oh my God.
Now this has only been probably 5, maybe 6 or 7 years ago when they broke into the house.
Right.
But he didn't live there at the time. He'd already moved out or been foreclosed on or whatever it was.
I gotcha.
And they got busted in the house.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
They had to go to court. They got pictures of the house, though. It's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet. Well, does he still owns his place here, doesn't he? He still owns his place in Potomac, I believe. I've never been inside of it, but no, I would bet it's pretty nice. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, this is Carolyn from New Orleans.
Oh, hi, Carolyn. How are you?
This is our Carolyn.
Oh, wait, is this Carolyn from the House of Blues?
Yeah, House of Shock.
Yeah, House of Shock.
Oh, House of Shock. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the T-shirt lady. The merch lady from House of Blues.
No.
I'm sorry. Yes, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How about yourself? How was your holidays?
My holiday was very good. That's very kind of you to ask.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, years ago, Anne Rice had a tour of her 3 homes here.
Oh, I bet that's although, you know what? Was it nice or was it like really like
gothy?
Yeah.
It was dressed for the tours.
Oh, okay.
Of course, she had weird stuff around, and one of the places is where Tom Cruise supposedly stayed when he did the vampire thing.
Oh, sure.
The movie.
Yeah.
And that was it used to be St. Elizabeth's Home for Young Girls.
Right.
And Anne Rice had bought it. It almost took up a complete city block.
Did it really?
And that's where he stayed.
By the way, Tyler's pulling up pictures of Anne Rice's houses. They're beautiful.
Oh, they are. They're absolutely magnificent. One of the rooms, however, in there was filled with hundreds of dolls, and it was really creepy.
Tyler's continuing to click through pictures. I'm going to tell you. Oh, by the way, he just found the doll room. I will say this.
Oh, man, it was creepy.
It's not decorated to my likings.
No, it was very Lestat-ish.
You know what? That's well put. Well put, Carolyn. All right, listen, I'm going to jump. Hey, I appreciate the phone call. Glad to hear from you again.
All right, take good care.
I love
and
you.
Happy holidays.
Hey, same to you. If I don't talk to you before Hanukkah, have a good one.
I will, babe. Thanks.
All right, you got it. Talk to you later. No? Okay. All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news. After that, I will give you tickets to go see Queensryche.
Elliot in the morning.
AWOL Nation will be with us tonight. Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert. Fallout Boy, AWOL Nation, Bastille, New Politics, The Struts. We'll see everybody there. And it's nice out.
Not raining anymore.
No, it's great.
God.
It's great. No, you knew it would be nice for our show.
Yeah.
Please. Kind kind of things that have to get done. All right, let's get into some news. After that, I will give you tickets to go see Queensryche. We'll get you those shows. Diane, let's get into some news, please.
Police at this point not ruling out terror as a motive in yesterday's shootings in San Bernardino as they continue to piece together more evidence about Syed Farouk and his wife Tashin Malik, who burst into that social services facility after a Christmas party and opened fire, killing 14 people, injuring 17. They escaped in a black SUV, law enforcement saying that they were each carrying an AR-15 rifle and a pistol when they were shot and killed. The source also saying that there were multiple pipe bombs inside the vehicle, as well as additional ammunition. This is the same source who put out the information about them wearing GoPros,
right? Although some of the pipe bombs I was reading as well while the chase was going on, they started throwing some of them out the window,
right?
And when they were recovered, they were bogus. They were dummy bombs,
right?
Now that doesn't mean what was in the car, was fake. I just know the ones that they were throwing out were dummy bombs. That had like it was a cylinder with a fake wick in it.
They said the center employees do undergo monthly drills to prepare for such situations. Initially thought the whole incident was a drill because they were unsure of exactly what was happening. Also, some good news out of the New Orleans area today. Peter Gold, that Tulane medical student who was shot while he was trying
to help that lady,
help that woman who was being dragged down the road. They believe to be being dragged by 21-year-old Uric Kane, who is looking at attempted first-degree murder charges. He has been released from the hospital.
Has he really?
So that's good news. They said that at least he is, definitely on his road to recovery.
How long ago was that? Like 2 weeks ago? Week and a half ago?
Yeah.
Wow. And remember, he got shot in the stomach, and then the guy put the gun right to his head.
Yeah, the shooting was
all on video.
November 20th.
Oh, did you guys see the video yesterday of the... I mean, when I say the ending is great, what I mean is the outcome is great. The cops in New Jersey who saved the girl who was being kidnapped?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God! So there's a van, like a minivan, that is being chased by the police, and inside it's from an Amber Alert, right? And so you see, based on the police dash cam, they kind of wedge their way around the van and force the van to the side of the road, and you see the cops get out and they kind of split. Some go to the driver's side because you don't know what the hell's going to go on. It's a guy who kidnapped a kid, and you see the cops go to the driver's side door to get him, and they fly up on this thing, guns drawn, they are ready to go, and then you see a couple of other cops go around to the other side and pop over the minivan door, and like you see it slide back, and you see one cop reach in there, grab the kid, hug the kid, and just go running away from there.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's terrifying, but it's awesome. I mean, literally, you see the ending of the kidnapping, and it was just on the police officer's camera. But it's awesome. It's great.
The one woman who was arrested after that twerking incident and groping incident at the D.C. convenience store. Yeah. There were two women. One was arrested. I guess the second one was never caught, but the one woman. The one woman who was arrested just pled guilty to misdemeanor sexual abuse. She is looking at 180 days in jail. Her sentencing is set for next week. You remember the guy?
He's like, I don't want to be involved.
He just said he figured out. He said, like, these are, young people. They did something stupid. They shouldn't have to pay for it for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Also, it was some scary moments the other day on a medical center university campus in China when authorities saw, after seeing this gigantic rat running around, but at least about 3 feet big, running around a local campus. They said it took 4 security guards, each of them with a giant green net, several hours to finally catch
what animal is this?
The theater. Well, initially they're all like, "No, it's a medical center, university campus. They do a lot of research here. It's got to be some weird, giant mutant rat that they've been doing."
Like drugs.
Apparently, though, the animal is actually a koipu, also known as a giant river rat. So it's just one of those that I guess wandered.
We've talked about those before.
Wandered. Didn't Fagans show us one of those skulls?
Yeah, one of the skulls. Yeah.
Watching too much television apparently really does do bad things to your brain. University of California researchers looked at more than 3,000 people over a 25-year span, and at the end of the study, they found that those who watched too much TV when they were teenagers ended up showing weaker brains as they got to be older.
It kind of depends on what you're watching.
I don't think so.
Oh.
They said for people who are trying to conceive, you may want to take a new approach. It has long been said that you weren't supposed to have sex a ton of times if you were really trying to get pregnant. They would say, you keep an eye on your ovulation, that kind of thing.
Don't they say up the regularity? I always thought it was like don't go nuts, but up the regularity, especially when it's you're kind of in that winter.
Upping the regularity. Now they're saying you got to do it twice in an hour.
So I get 48 times a day,
and that will
it's going to fall off.
Greatly increase your chances of getting pregnant. They said at one point rates for a standard artificial insemination were 6% for a positive pregnancy test, but that rises to 20%
if you do it twice in an hour.
When the men in the study were able to produce a second sample within an hour's time. So they're thinking,
Thank you.
They're thinking maybe that might be the key for people who are trying to have a baby.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's good news. Hey, did you guys see the, sorry. You want to say, did you see the why can't I think of his name? It just escaped me. Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago.
Oh, was it about his vacation?
Did you see how uncomfortable that was?
I didn't see the exchange.
Oh,
he got pissed at a reporter, right?
Furious. The reporter asked him about his family vacation to Cuba. And, keep in mind, you've got Van Dyke, the officer case. You got people that are asking for Rahm Emanuel's head. They just fired the chief of police. Crime is way out of control. And the reporter's like, hey, so you and the family are going to Cuba on vacation? And he gets hot. Like pissy.
Well, how did this reporter find out about that? Did they do a little digging?
No, they were talking before the interview. I think the reporter is from Huffington Post. So I guess while they were kibitzing backstage or whatever it was, we're like, hey, what are you doing? And Emmanuel's like, oh, the kids are going to with the grandparents. And he goes on to explain that they travel somewhere every year, so they're going to Cuba. But he's like, that was a private conversation, and now Amy's going to be upset, who I guess it's Amy Emanuel or whatever. But man, is he hot. It is uncomfortable. Oh, do you have it?
Was it Politico?
You know what? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not Huffington Post. Maybe it's Politico. But yes, that's it.
These holidays to Cuba? Why?
Well, first of all, thanks for telling everybody what I'm going to do with my family. You had a private conversation with me, and now you decided to make that public. I really don't appreciate that. Number one, I really don't. That's my family.
That wasn't
No. You asked me, what are you going to do this year? So I'm expressing to you now publicly my displeasure. My family's trips are my family. That said, Amy and I as parents.
Oh, then it comes into, we always like to show them culture, so we take them somewhere new every day. How uncomfortable is that, though?
Wow.
That was good.
A woman in England believes that she ended up with a stroke after having a relaxing spa day with one of her girlfriends. Apparently this woman, Elizabeth Hughes, said she'd never really had one of those, full facials before. She was going in, having a facial, and part of it is you get like a neck and a facial massage. Well, apparently she was having that done. All of a sudden started to not feel well, and then within a week's time had lost the full use of one of her hands and was also having problems swallowing. When she explained what she had done in the previous days.
Did she have an allergic reaction?
No, it was one of those things where they just do oftentimes they'll do like a neck massage and everything and
snap the nerve.
No, they're not sure if it was that, but they
said
have
no idea how this woman ended up like this?
That's what they think. They said if you go back and look at certain medical journals, they said there will sometimes be identifying markers of salon stroke syndrome where people who are in there rubbing your neck, trying to make you feel better, maybe press on an artery, and that ends up. They said this woman ended up with like a blood clot. It could have killed her.
And what is it called? Salon stroke syndrome?
Yes.
I just learned something.
More business news. Red Lobster promising to have their shrimp continue to get larger after many customer complaints.
Okay, That's popcorn shrimp. It's supposed to be small.
No, they're talking about your scampi, your skewers. People were complaining, like, you call that a shrimp?
I just had their scampi less than a month ago, and it was fine.
They said it's all part of their Bigger, Better Shrimp initiative.
Oh.
And they say the new shrimp will be at least 47% larger than before as they try to regain market share.
Whatever. It's fine by me. Hey, Kaylee, will you do me a favor? Will you make sure Dan's okay? I don't know what happened to him.
All right. That's a little self-serving.
What if something bad happened? Well, you were talking about food. Did he fall? Maybe he got lost. Did he forget where the studio is?
Did he land on my biscuit? All right. Don't act like you're concerned for his well-being when he was supposed to bring you some food.
It doesn't matter what he's doing. I just don't want anything to have happened to him.
The people at Gulfstream who make those very fancy private airplanes are apparently set to lay off 1,100 workers all across its domestic locations. They've got a couple in Georgia as well as Dallas, Las Vegas, Wisconsin.
Lay off way more than 1,100.
Great. Merry Christmas. Steph Curry with 40 points last night to lead Golden State over Charlotte to improve their record to 20-0. Kobe Bryant, last game at the Verizon Center last night, scored 31 points to lead the Lakers over the Wizards, 108-104. The Pelicans losing to the Houston Rockets, 108-101. Capitals back in action tonight in Montreal against the Canadiens at the Bell Center. You get Thursday night football tonight, too, with the Lions and the Packers at Ford Field in Detroit. Browns not ready to go back to Johnny Manziel. Instead, their coach announcing that Austin Davis is going to be their starter this Sunday when they play the Bengals. Also, nominees out for this year's Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Right, so every team nominates somebody. Mm-hmm. So you get 32 of them.
Ryan Kerrigan, represented by the Redskins.
Redskins, right, of course.
You also have J.J. Watt, Eli Manning, Richard Sherman, Anquan Bolden, Benjamin Watson, and Matt Forte, just to name a few. That is a look at news and sports.
Elliot in the morning.
I've got a pair of tickets for you. I am going to send you to go see Queensryche in concert.
Our new friends.
That's awesome.
They are new friends. You know, they like stuff on our Facebook page.
Not the photo of you with 21 Pilots.
A lot of people like that, though. A lot of people like that. Some more sympathy likes. Like, hey, sorry to see you got the mumps. What's wrong with your face? Anyway, listen, dude. I'm going to give you a pair of tickets. You will go see our friends Queensryche Monday, January the 25th.
Sounds good to me.
Hey,
tell my girl to make her hair real big.
There you go. Good deal. Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this. You already won the tickets. You won't lose them. But you want to try to answer a trivia question?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Give me, Diane, don't start looking. Don't cheat. Most expensive college for tuition last year.
Are we talking in the world or United States?
In the United States.
I don't know. Let's go, I don't know, Columbia.
Man, that is an excellent guess, but that is wrong. No problem. You hold tight 1 sec. I'll get you your tickets. Enjoy Queensryche, okay?
Appreciate it, man.
Diane, are you looking it up?
No. I have a guess, though.
I am going to bet $100 that your guess is wrong.
Okay.
Go ahead.
GW.
Pay me.
I didn't bet you anything.
Pay me. Not even close. Not even close. Most expensive college tuition.
Well, it's been most expensive in years past.
Okay, I didn't ask for years past.
All right.
Tyler?
Well, your hint is tuition. You're not including room and board.
Tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, should I just guess or keep stalling?
Hold tight 1 second. Tuition, room, and board. Tuition, room, and board. Tuition, room, and board. Doesn't change that Diane's answer is wrong.
Was the first guy's guess a good guess because Columbia is expensive or because it's geographically nearby?
It's geographically nowhere close.
Oh.
It's a good guess because, I mean, it's Columbia. I know nothing about Columbia. I mean, I know where it is, but I have no idea what the cost of Columbia is.
So how about Stanford?
Great guess. You're in the right side of the country, but no. Oh, now Diane's thinking of West Coast schools. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, Kaylee. Who? Berkeley. No, that is incorrect. However, you're on the right side of the country. I'm going to give everybody one more guess. One more guess.
Well, we're clearly not in the right state.
Stanford is in...
California.
Berkeley is in
California.
You're in the right state.
Oh.
You're in the right state. Diane, are you looking?
Thinking.
That's how you think?
Apparently she was thinking on the flight back from New Orleans.
All right, come on. Wait! No, I can't let you take it back because I heard you say "pe," and you were going to say Pepperdine.
Or
Right.
Peppa.
The
University of Peppa.
No, I'm sorry, it's Salt. No. Pepperdine's less than Stanford and Berkeley.
I didn't know. I've seen the campus before. It's a pretty
Campus
nice
is
spot.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Campus is beautiful. It's a very religious school.
Really?
The big cross out in front of the school will tell you that.
I miss that.
Yeah, no, it is not Pepperdine. Kaylee, think about it. Tyler,
What's the one right on the water?
that's Pepperdine.
Oh.
In
it is?
Malibu that overlooks the ocean?
Oh.
Yeah, that's Pepperdine.
Is it Pepperdine?
No, that's already been guessed. No, well,
Is it Peppa?
Got it. No, there may be a school like UC San
Like
Diego
Santa
or
Cruz
something
or
that's
something?
on, but like the famous one that's right on the water is Pepperdine.
Okay.
Where all like the students, like your dorms overlook the Pacific Ocean.
And it's a religious school?
Pepperdine is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Although, I mean, it's a religious base school, but like my friend Mark Braverman's sister went there. They're Jewish.
She's no angel.
No, she's not. Well, you know her? Oh, yeah, no, but she's not. I don't know if it's Catholic or Baptist. I don't know what it is. I know it's not
affiliated
Jewish.
with the Churches of Christ.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice, but anyway, that's not it. Go ahead.
Isn't that what John Oliver set up?
The
Churches of Christ? I don't know.
All right, come on. Most expensive schooling. It's in California.
Well, I doubt it's in the UC system. I'll try.
It's not.
I'll try Cal.
Oh, great guess. Not right. Last one. Kaylee? What do you mean you don't have any idea? You can't guess another school in California? And I'll tell you, not USC and it's not UCLA. Whew. I thought for sure you guys would get it.
Is it one that we would know?
I nailed it like that.
Okay.
Did you?
I did.
Have we? I'm with Diane. Have we heard of it?
Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or not.
Oh, you had because you guessed it.
I guessed it.
Yep.
What is your snap is weird. It's like you're doing a magic trick and out of your snap comes a puff of smoke.
Wait, what's wrong with
you open it too much. Yeah. Look, Kaylee's looking at it too. That's not how you snap.
What's wrong?
Like this. Like this. It stays in tight.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's just flashy.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm snapping.
Wait, go slow, please, because I'm not seeing. What finger are you using? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
No.
Oh, what's wrong? I'm snapping.
Scarves.
No,
It's not how you snap.
Oh, I'm supposed to cover it? I don't understand.
No, I'll show you.
Ooh, both hands.
Oh, what?
I feel
back
a little.
and forth.
No. I like
Left
what you
speaker,
had
right
before.
speaker,
No,
left
no,
speaker, right
no,
speaker,
no.
left
No,
speaker, right
it was a-
speaker, left speaker, right speaker.
It was a Jets and Sharks thing starting.
Don't know what that is. Here we go.
West Side Story.
Yep, here we go.
Okay.
Okay. What were we talking about? Oh,
The
expensive
school
colleges.
that you named immediately.
Oh, yeah. It's right outside of Los Angeles. HM.
HNM?
No. HM.
V?
No. HM. Come on, seriously.
No
Jesus.
idea.
Harvey Mudd?
No.
You've never heard of Harvey Mudd?
It's a school.
It's the most expensive school in the country.
What's the specialty?
Everything. That's
It's just
liberal arts school.
Oh.
Yeah, liberal arts school. It's now I went to Houston Baptist University. I can't tell you how much it cost because of the scholarship, academic. Is $67,155 is that a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what, like for example, like you said GW, I have no idea what that costs.
They
Columbia,
were always
I have-
over like 50, I think.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Like, for example, HBU, I'm guessing, was probably like $3,000. I have no idea what colleges cost. $67,155 for tuition, room, and board. That's $23,000 more than the average private college. Never heard of it before. I do know that the students are called mudders.
Mummers?
No, that'll be important on the first. Mudders. But I've never heard of the school before.
How many students?
They probably can tell you that better than I can. Let's see. The campus itself isn't particularly extravagant. A lot of classes meet in the basement. There's no rock climbing wall for the school. They have to partner with 2 others to field a football team. However, grads are known to land high-paying jobs as soon as they have their diploma in hand. They say in terms of other schools, your degree can pay off big time, even though it's expensive.
What fields?
Google hired 11 of the school's 170 graduates last May. Amazon and Microsoft each hired 4. Well, big deal. I could go work for Amazon. Oh, but that's probably me working at Amazon, and these people work for Amazon.
Delivering packages.
Right.
It says 800 people go there.
That's it?
Wow. Yeah.
How do they stay in business?
Charging them a buttload of money.
Okay, but still, that's not a lot of people. To run a college, you got to pay for teachers. You got to pay for buildings. You got to pay for dorms and stuff. That's not much.
One of the top math, science, and engineering undergraduate programs.
Had you ever heard of that before?
No.
I never have either.
Even their Facebook,
And I lived in L.A.
It's a Facebook profile picture, but does that look like a college?
No.
It looks like it'd be the athletics department of a college.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it at all.
Or like a fan site for the sports teams that play for that college.
So everybody there is rich.
You gotta be.
And smart.
Unless you get full scholarship.
They do hand out scholarships. Oh, where was the, but they say if you invest that money, you're going to make it back. Like that.
No guarantee.
Well, no, of course not. They can't guarantee that.
They've certainly embraced that line in the article that deemed it the most expensive college.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah, they're owning it. Instead of like trying to shy away from the cost. Which
right.
becomes obvious once you get in the process of looking at schools. You would find out how much this school is.
$67,000.
But they're retweeting that article and pointing out that line about how it's an effective degree that in effect becomes a bargain.
Hey, where is well, first of all, but nobody can afford to go there.
Rich people's kids.
How about anywhere?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Everybody's up to their ass in student loans. Hey, where's the place that's doing it now where they're letting people pay off student loans with frequent flyer miles?
How does that work?
I don't know. That seems like a scam. But I have no idea. But you could pay off your student loans with frequent flyer miles.
This is like pilot school?
Am I going to line 1? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, Elliot, morning.
Hey, who's this?
My name is Robert.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
Hey, I was just listening, and I heard you said Harvey Mudd, everybody that goes there is rich, and that is just not the truth.
Did you go to Harvey Mudd?
No, and I'm not rich either. But one of my pals did, and his family had no means of really paying for any college, community or otherwise.
So how was he going to a school that cost $67,000 a year?
Good grades, scholarships.
So they hand out scholarships to people.
Oh yeah. I visited the campus a few times. It's really relaxed, laid back place. As far as college campus life goes, I thought it was a pretty cool environment there.
3 things. Number 1, where did you go to college?
Community college.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Nope. Didn't finish though.
Did you say didn't finish?
Did not.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Do you still have student loans?
No.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Did you find out where you're paying off student loans with frequent flyer miles?
I thought I guessed it.
No, it's not Harvey Mudd.
No, not Harvey Mudd.
Oh, Pilot School. No, I thought I saw something not too long ago that said that there's some school or some program that is set up where you could pay off student loans if you use frequent flyer miles, which I'm with Diane. I don't understand how that would work.
Canadian thing.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Probably read about it when you were reading about those baboons.
But how? I don't even understand how that would work.
Members of Air Canada's Aeroplan Rewards program can, trade in 35,000 miles for a higher ed points credit to pay tuition at schools like York, the University of Windsor, and Ryerson.
Ryerson's
You can
a
also
big school.
pay off loans from the Student Assistance Program and Student Aid Alberta.
Right. I'm
And,
not sure why they talk like that.
They do. A handful of private K through 12 schools too. So you can use it for
would that work
kids'
here?
tuition too.
Why don't they do that here? With everybody dying under student loans? Why don't they do that? Now, I don't really have any frequent flyer mileage to turn over.
Right.
But still, if you could turn something over,
anything to help.
Anything would be great.
Yeah.
Isn't there also a place that's doing
you're just going to take my house from me? All right.
Isn't there a place that's also doing canned food donations?
To pay off student loans?
Yes. I'm telling you, man. People are getting smart about it.
If I bring in a couple of cans of green beans, how much is that going to knock off?
67,000. It takes off an entire year at Harvey Mudd. No, but you know the other thing I was going to say about the people at Harvey Mudd? You go to this very rich, prestigious school, and you would tell somebody like, "Oh, I graduated from Harvey Mudd," and be like, "Okay, whatever, never heard of it."
I went to Nova.
You're mentioning like a lot of tech companies that obviously have.
Okay, but not everybody goes to tech. Not everybody goes to a tech company. Not everybody goes to Google and Amazon and the other one.
With Harvey Mudd being on the West Coast, the school's probably much more well known there.
I doubt it. Even if those people left and stayed in Los Angeles and went to like the Staples Center to work, it'd be like, "Hey, where'd you go to school? Harvey Mudd? Big deal. Went to UCLA."
It's a really big engineering school. I mean, if that's what you're going for, engineering, then you probably know of that school. Otherwise, if you're just trying to go to an Ivy League or something like that, or prestigious, or a college, party college, then it's probably not on your radar. But engineering, it's on your radar.
All right, got to start shoving the kids. Well, I hope they'll be like your buddy, no money, and they're on their way in.
They get some scholarship money.
You're goddamn right. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro.
Take care.
You got it, dude. Talk to you later. So will the frequent flyer mileage work?
Well, the program was laid out by Dan in like 15 seconds.
Right. So what do they do? So you just donate your miles, and it pays for your college.
Yeah, but you don't know how much that's going to,
Well, it's not a mile for $1.
No, I mean, it's probably going to, every little bit helps. I don't know what then they do with all of those.
Though?
Yeah.
What's the value of those? So, okay, so let's just pretend, give me a college, give me any college in the United States, and not Harvey Mudd.
What kind of school?
I don't care. Just give me a college.
Well, Diane mentioned GW. It's obviously expensive.
GW.
Yeah.
I went to GW. And I've got student loans out my anus, right? So I call up GW and I go, "Hey, listen, I have 5,000 frequent flyer miles points or whatever." And they're like, "Okay, give them to us." Now, I don't know how much they lose, but what's the value of those? What do they do with? There's no money to be made in
They
those.
said for this Canadian program, for 35,000 miles, you get $250 credit.
Ooh!
Exactly. So you got to fly a whole lot to make a dent.
But do you understand? I don't understand what the value is of those. So they give the miles to the school. Big deal. What does the school get to do with them?
Well, can't they use it for transpo? Where's my list? It's been a bad week.
Put it under piss and T. Willie.
But then they said, too, like people have miles that they get on credit cards, or they say they plead with family members to hey, donate some miles to me.
Fine.
But I'd rather trade in for an Apple Watch.
But that's my point. So you give them to the school. What do they do with them? That's where I don't understand it. Transpo. There you go. No, but do you know what I mean?
Think of the cost, seriously, that schools spend for staff and student athletes in terms of transportation.
Yeah, but their student athletes they're being flown through money that's supported to the school.
Yeah, but you can still, who's to say that they have to dedicate these frequent flyer miles to a certain department? So let's use GW as an example.
I donate my miles to GW. And that's how the GW basketball team flies.
Again, Diane's now given us 30 seconds on it.
Right. Okay,
it's
but
still a little unclear.
I'm not buying books with that. I'm not buying housing with that. I'm not using it to buy anything. The only thing I'm using it for is to schlep a couple of basketball players around. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if they're just trying to help people in a small way.
It also seems really lopsided. Like, how much does it cost to get 35,000 flyer miles?
Probably a lot of money. And if you're
more than
in debt up to your eyeballs, you're probably
better
not
off paying the money. Like, that's where it seems like garbage. Like, it probably cost me, even if it cost me $260 to fly 35,000 miles, you're dicking me out of money.
Thanks for throwing a bone to some people.
Did you find my place that's doing canned food?
Student loans paid off for canned food.
I think I saw that also.
I think the students, because of debt, are having to eat via food drives. I think that's what you saw.
All right, let me do this. Oh, I got a lot of smart people. Kaylee, will you ask these people to hold? If you're on hold, don't go anywhere. I'll grab you next.
Elliot in the morning.
He says go to line 4. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, it is. Who are you?
I'm doing well, Elliot. I had an idea about how maybe those frequent flyer miles trading in for student loan debt.
Right. I hear that a lot of the schools are using them as transpo.
I think Tyler brought that up. I think that's an interesting idea, but I have a different one. Check this out. So what if you can trade your frequent flyer miles? Let's say they cost like the reward is like $1,000 of value to the airline.
Right.
The airline tells the school, hey, give us those miles back, we'll pay you $500. Then the school releases you with $250 of loans. So the school and the airline both make money off you.
But how does
that's a better theory.
But no, it's not, and I'll tell you why. Why does the airlines want them back? I don't understand why. What's the value for the airline?
Because maybe they're saving on the flight that you would otherwise take.
So, okay, so
they can get a full price ticket
instead of somebody using points. So instead of somebody using points to fly, they'll now have to use cash to fly.
Right, someone's actually going to pay for that flight instead of you just earning it out of loyalty.
Oh, so airlines hate when people collect flight miles?
That's why they make it so difficult to do.
I feel like every time you get on a plane, it's like sign up and you get miles.
Yeah, but have you seen how many
redeem.
miles you need to go anywhere?
No, I don't have any of those.
It's insane.
Is it really?
Because most people don't fly that much unless you're like a business traveler.
Right. Yeah, no. Like that I don't do. That I don't do. I should.
Elliot, I think I just solved this problem for you.
So does that make sense though? Like, is that? Yeah, no, I guess so. But maybe that's why the value is so little, is because the school gets 1,000 of them, and then for $250, but then they make $500 to sell them back.
Right. I mean, the school's would make back more money than you're even gonna get off your loan. So they're making money. I mean, this is a theory. I don't know.
No, I mean that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I feel like it's unfair.
To who?
If I feel like it's thank you, sir. I feel like it's unfair to the student.
Why?
Because of the cost it would take to get 25,000 miles. And you turn 25,000 miles in, you get $250.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how all that works, but I feel like to get 25,000 miles, it's going to cost me a lot more than $250.
But it's still a discount on the school.
No, it's not, because I had to spend all that money to travel.
Yeah, but I owe the school this money now.
I owe the school $50,000.
I don't need, like, I have this debt with the school that I have to pay off. So you're like reducing your loans.
Yeah, but for pennies on the dollar.
Still. Do you know what I go through to find coupon codes for online shopping? I do anything. Retail Me Not Georgetown. Do they have a
No, but
Black Friday code?
But I feel like so the school's getting paid. The airline's getting paid. And I feel like the student's getting dicked again.
No, you're getting paid.
You're not.
You're not getting paid, but you're making money.
You're not getting paid. You're getting paid.
I like it, man. Any solution to this problem is good.
How about just free college?
Well, that'll happen.
A lot of those buildings just go up by themselves. Okay, how about cheaper college?
Well, obviously, yes, that stuff's great too, but it's baby steps.
Okay, but what's so special about what am I getting that's so special about Harvey Mudd for $67,000 a year?
Now you're mixing stories because that's not in Canada, but yeah.
No, but I'm saying like what makes Harvey Mudd worth $60,000 and GW worth $50,000?
I thought you outlined for Harvey Mudd specifically. You said that there's some great placement.
Okay, but you get great placement out of everywhere. Why
That's
can't
definitely not true. Everyone who's graduated college in the last 10 years has struggled to find jobs.
Okay, but not everybody who goes to Harvey Mudd gets great placement.
But if enough do, and the prospect is there, it's worth the cost.
If you're one of the 11 people that get a good job.
Sure.
And if you're one of the 170 that don't, then SOL, we're going to take your house from you. Because you just wasted all that money on a degree.
There may be a range just because they're not getting the top tech job.
Okay.
You could get maybe something else.
Same thing about pick any other college.
UVA.
No, but that's also, I'm trying to think of, that's a really expensive college.
UVA's not expensive.
It's not?
No.
Oh, I thought it was expensive. Hey, Kaylee says it is.
I mean, it is. It's a state school, but it is expensive.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're not talking about,
UTEP. UTEP is free.
Okay.
Should be. I don't feel like UTEP's an overly expensive school. You're paying to live in El Paso. But I'm sure there's people from UTEP who get good jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
It just doesn't carry the same esteem as Harvey Mudd. What was that?
That was me stifling a sneeze.
Oh, it sounded like you verped.
Aren't you not supposed to do that?
No, it's horrible because you get a, you get a, gas in your liver. You get a fart in your liver. Sorry,
that happened
Diane.
to you last night?
No, that was in the car. It wasn't in the liver.
That was a wing.
But if Google and Amazon are sending recruiters to your campus, that's nice. That's a leg up.
Okay, but I feel like they probably send them everywhere.
No.
A lot of schools have recruiters come.
Yes.
But
so the recruiter
they
comes.
certainly probably
I'll give you that. But
are more prevalent on West Coast campuses.
Are you learning any? Yeah, because they're out there. So you're on the East Coast, you're getting East Coast places, and in the South, you're getting South places. But is the education you're getting any more valuable there than anywhere? Are you learning anything that's so advanced there where you're like, wow, this is really worth the money?
Well, the caller said it's an engineering or has an engineering program.
Okay. Well, so does I don't know engineering schools,
but the ones that are known for engineering, Virginia Tech or Purdue, those schools have recruiters. Companies look at those schools.
So to go to Purdue, I'm sure it's cheaper than Harvey Mudd.
I think you said everything is cheaper than Harvey Mudd.
That is true. No, but is the education that much better there? No.
If it's specialized, rather than being undeclared for 3 years and then choosing the classics,
right?
You're probably better off in terms of preparation for the workforce.
They're reading the same books that I'm reading.
No, they're not. What are you majoring in?
Nothing. I was there for 6 weeks.
No. I'm saying, you're saying as a fellow
student?
college student.
I'm going to go to law school.
Yeah, okay, so you're not reading books about engineering.
No, but I'm talking apples and apples. The same engineering books I'm reading at Purdue are the same engineering books they're reading at Harvey Mudd.
Well, then let's look at the faculty.
Well, I don't know who works at any of those places, but they're still reading out of the same books.
And I bet Purdue's getting a lot of the car companies for engineering.
Oh, that would make sense because they're butt by there. All right, whatever. I'm just saying, I don't think it's that special.
College?
No. College is important, but it seems like it's gouging a little bit. It doesn't need to be that expensive.
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of people rely on community colleges now because it's so much less.
Yeah, it's smart.
Costly.
You go for 2 years, then you go wherever you want.
Well, not everybody.
No, a lot of places are like that, though.
Yeah.
You do your 2 years, they'll transfer you into any school in the state.
Within certain limitations, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do 2 years at Los Angeles Community College and then transfer into Harvey Mudd.
I don't know if they have that program.
They might. You don't know.
Put you on the wait list.
Yeah. Because you know who's coming right in? This guy with the check.
Whatever. We talked to that one dude whose buddy didn't have any money. He still went.
Somebody's paying full price to go there.
Yeah, my mileage. my goddamn airline miles. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm just calling because I grew up on the West Coast, and I've heard of Harvey Mudd, and I think a lot of people have. But most people on the West Coast.
Wait, what school did you just say? What school did you just say?
Harvey Mudd.
Oh, I thought you said Harry, but go ahead.
That's their sister school.
No, I mean I went to the University of Washington in Seattle, and a lot of my friends went to Oregon State or University of Oregon or UW or Washington State or the UC schools, and you really only go I think Harvey Mudd's part of the Claremont colleges.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like the same as Bryn Mawr out here, like in Philly, or Bryn Mawr's part of a few of those like liberal arts colleges. They're really expensive. So it's kind of like that, and really the only people that go there, you either are like super smart and you get a really big scholarship, or you're trying to do engineering or math or whatever that school is known for. But I think like companies will hire people straight out of there because they have a good rapport. Like they probably know their employees that they have currently went there, and they're doing great. So
where you said you went where? Where did you go?
The University of Washington in Seattle.
Oh, Huskies, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. The
nationally known school.
No.
Wow, you got the mascot.
Because Houston Baptist was the Huskies, and I memorized all Husky schools.
Okay.
Name
another one.
Do you have? I'm trying to have a conversation here.
It's a very famous one.
Connecticut.
There you go.
Thank you.
School of Broadcasting.
Memorized all of them. Hey, how much do you still have? A ton of student loans?
Well, okay, so my undergrad, it was only, I think it was maybe when I was going 4 years ago, it was maybe $13,000 a year or something.
Right.
So my parents were able to pay for that, but now I'm in law school, and I just got an email reminder 2 weeks ago telling me, by the way, you have $105,000 in debt right now.
Oh, God.
And
$105,000.
Oh, yeah, and that was only for the first year. The first year and a half, I guess.
Where the hell are you going to law school?
I'm going to American here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
Dude, I got to open a law school.
Make it part of the College of Knowledge.
You know what? That's a good idea, Diane, for furthering education.
You're going to take no stinking frequent flyer miles. Cash.
Dude, so wait, American law school is $100,000 a year?
No. That was for a year and a half. It was a reminder email telling me my current balance. It was I think the tuition's either 52 or 54, and then living expenses because I can't work while I go.
Right.
So it's $74,000 a year for tuition and living.
That's
so
right.
That's times 3.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
So I think GW and Georgetown are very similar, too, for law school.
Wow, that's something. Good for you. Well, I hope you're a good lawyer. Or if not, you're going to lose your house.
I know, right?
One of the two. Hey, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. All right. Bye-bye.
$105,000 in debt.
That's nothing compared to what some people have. If they've gone to
Do you know how many
undergrad
airline miles
and graduate
that is?
school and...
You said it's 35,000 miles for $250.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bore you with the math, but you'd have to fly around the world 100,000 times. And you still wouldn't pay it off. That's crazy. Hey, is Brandeis one of those schools? Like Bryn Mawr and Harvey Mudd and all of them?
That's expensive?
No, but one of those like hoity. What did she say? Like Claremont schools or something like that?
or something.
Bryn Mawr in Philly, I've heard of.
Yeah.
Brandeis is all Jewish and lesbian, isn't it?
I know the former stereotype, but I didn't know it was all lesbian.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure you're not thinking of
Wellesley? No, Wellesley. That's lesbian and Sleep with Professor.
You're not thinking of Barnard?
Oh, Barnard's definitely lesbian.
Vassar. Is it like the Seven Sisters?
Oh, Yasser Vassar.
Guidance counselor.
No, Barnard's definitely lesbian. No, it is. That's how they term it. It's the lesbian college at Columbia.
Mr. Siegel, I'm thinking of going to school in New York. Do you know about New York schools?
Yes. What do you like?
Well, I'm looking at NYU.
Right.
There's a couple stereotypes there.
Yeah. Well, by the voice, I'm going to start recommending you to Brandeis.
Hangovers.
Yeah, no. Barnard is definitely lesbian.
That's my teen voice.
The Barnard's lesbian. Brandeis, I think, is Jewish lesbian.
Jesus.
No, I'm being serious.
You're about to piss a lot of people off.
No, because
these are sweeping generalizations.
I know. No, it's not, because I know a girl who is Jewish and lesbian who went to Brandeis.
There's one. That's all you need for a stereotype.
Hey, one Jew chased a nickel in a hole, turned into the Grand Canyon, and that's how that stereotype started.
Example 2.
The best stereotypes are the ones that are born out of jokes.
Oh, here we go.
You already know what holiday it is.
That's the voice I was doing.
Oh. Then I would have recommended Yeshiva University.
Now watch me spin, shit, no gimbal, hey. I like that lick, the hot lick, nay.
What?
Because that
No, Diane, that's rude.
Naked lockers, I can sell those. And sometimes it's with God.
It's for you, Jews.
Light them candles in the window.
It's for you, Brandeis. Brandeis.
Yeah, Allah listen, we will sing. Of those miracles that God did bring. Yeah, my also we're gonna sing. Cause we didn't listen to the king.
I like when it's Gimel. Here we go.
Nora's looking pretty.
Watch me, 2.
Watch me.
3.
Watch me.
4.
Watch me.
5. Watch me. 6. Watch me. 7. Watch me. 8. Now watch me spin. I spin my Dre. Now watch me spin. Shit, no gimbal, hey.
Gimbal, hey.
Flip my boat, day.
Hey, can I request a twofer?
Look at them flicking that wrist. Look at them flicking that wrist.
You know what I want next. I haven't heard it at all today.
The other parody?
Well, it's not a parody. No, not a parody.
Today.
It's a real song. I haven't heard the song today. Thank you.
Oh.
Got it from my daddy. Come on, please. Come on, it's finally a nice day. I can open a window. Watch me. What?
Way back in the day, the Holy Land was ruled by cruel priests. No religious freedom, but who fought back? Yeah, the Maccabees. Life over darkness, hope beat the heartless. God gave us miracles like you ain't never seen.
I don't think I've made it this far in the song.
And you're gonna hear about it from 6:13. Top, noon. Top.
I spin
my Dre.
Now watch me spin.
Shin, Gimel, hey.
I like that lick.
Nailing it.
The hot lick, nay. Because that oil lasted for 8 days.
Hey, remind me, I want to talk to Bastille, see if they know this tonight.
Hey, can you guys do this in your Christmas mashup? All right, here's what you want to do.
Here's my double.
Here's what you wanted to do.
Damn, yeah.
Tonight it's Hanukkah, got everything we need. A frying pan, some oil, and a latke recipe. Let's celebrate our ancestry. We've got, the latke recipe.
Awesome.
You should open for the Struts.
All right, let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got dirt next. Oh, I'm not turning it off. Not at all. Enjoy it,
I'll
Jude.
turn you off.
Tablespoon of flour, a pinch of baking powder, then add 2 eggs and mix it all together. And while we stir, we sing. Tonight it's Hanukkah, got everything we need. A frying pan, some oil for your latke recipe. Let's celebrate our victory. We've got the latke recipe. don't burn your hands. Now you are ready to complete the plan. Gonna take a spoon and fill it and pass it on a skillet. Few at a time, from one side then the other, till both are golden brown. Tonight it's Hanukkah, got everything we need. A frying pan, some oil for your latke recipe. Let's celebrate our ancestry. We've got the latke recipe. 2,000 years of joyous celebration. A single jar that burned for 8 days. The food we eat as part of our tradition. It keeps that flame alive. Tonight is Hanukkah, got everything we need. Good friends and family here to try our latke recipe. Best served with applesauce, you see. We've got the latke recipe.
Elliot in the morning.
Thank you very much to Dunkin' Donuts for coming in today. Their delicious holiday cookie-flavored coffees, lattes, and macchiatos are here for the season. Try their new Snickerdoodle Iced Macchiato, as well as sugar cookie, peppermint, mocha, or Snickerdoodle. Right now, you can get any hot or iced medium latte or macchiato for $1.99 from 2 to 6. That's not bad. DunkinDonuts.com to find the location nearest you. So thank you very much to Dunkin' Donuts for coming in. All right, Diane, let's get into some dirt, please.
Our friends over at ET announcing that Pam Anderson is going to do the final nude issue Playboy cover.
Oh, no kidding.
She said, according to the report, I got a call from Hugh Hefner's attorney who said, we don't want anybody else. There is nobody else. Could you do the last cover of Playboy? Obviously, she was excited for the offer. She said it was actually one of her sons who told her that Playboy would have to have, the top to bottom redesign. And I guess she hadn't heard, but then she thought, you know what, it's a good idea. And I guess after consulting with her sons, the two boys that she had with Tommy Lee, she figured out, you know what, this is a good way for me to help take Playboy out of its current era.
Hey, did you see there was a weird picture of Farrah Abraham yesterday? Where
didn't she just get another boob job?
This was focused on her ass. So I didn't see the tiggies, but it was weird. Like she had on like a garter, but it almost made it look like she got a butt injection.
What, like implants?
Oh, she's had a butt injection.
Heyo.
like butt implants. Like it looks weird. Oh, that wasn't the. Well, boy, she posts a lot, doesn't she? Now I can't find it. But there was one picture. Oh, that's cute. There's one picture where I saw of her yesterday. It was a very bizarre picture of her ass. Oh, well, no big deal.
Reese Witherspoon in town for the annual tree lighting ceremony. Lots of street closures. That's set to go on starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Also, not only is she there, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Fall Out Boy, trombone shorty Miss Piggy, appearing as part of tonight's festivities. But keep in mind, got to have your tickets if you're going to go, and also mindful of street closures. It's a nightmare.
Enjoy.
Thursday Night Football tonight, Packers and the Lions. You get The Wiz live tonight on NBC with Shanice Williams as your new Dorothy. Queen Latifah's The Wiz. Rest of the cast, Neo, Elijah Kelly, Common, David Alan Grier, Mary J. Blige as part of the live event.
Yep. I know you guys will tape it. I will not.
CMA Country Christmas with Jennifer Nettles.
I'll tape it.
Darius Rucker, Kelsey Ballerini, Thomas Rhett, Martine McBride, just to name a few of them. Also, Fallon has Gwen Stefani on his show tonight.
Boo.
What? Oh, that's right. You're Team Gavin. Jimmy Kimmel has Adam Scott and Maya Rudolph. James Corden has Billy Crystal and One Direction. That could be good. And Idris Elba is on with Trevor Noah tonight. I guess people were talking about how he and his staff decided at the last minute not to have Chris Brown on.
Yeah, well, I guess
that's why they had Nick Cannon come on instead.
Better choice.
Fill in.
Much better
Whatever.
choice.
He's like the guy you can go to for anything.
Better guy. But I guess they had scheduled to have him on, and it was all going to be about domestic abuse. And I guess there was a couple people on the staff that were like, you know what, I'm really uncomfortable doing this. And Trevor was like, you know what, I get it. F him.
Amy Poehler is going to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Later on today, you can also watch the trailer for American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson. We've been getting little snippets here and there, but there is a full trailer out that was released yesterday.
And that's, what's his Snow Dogs as O.J.? Cuba Gooding Jr. I couldn't remember his name.
Him,
Show me the money.
John Travolta as Robert Shapiro. David Schwimmer is Robert Kardashian. Sarah Paulson is Marcia Clark. You also get...
what were we talking about her yesterday?
So Sarah Paulson is in a relationship with Holland Taylor. That's the older woman who was the mom on 2.5 Men.
Correct.
Yes.
She's 72.
Right.
Sarah Paulson is 40.
Yeah.
It's a little unfair.
Why?
Because if I were 72 and dating a 40-year-old woman, you'd be ripping me to shreds. If there was a 72-year-old guy that was dating a 40-year-old actress, you would be, blah, blah, you'd be going crazy. So why is nobody yelling at Holland Taylor?
I don't know.
Going out and getting a little, if I were 72 and showed, what's the age difference? What is that, 32 years?
Thereabouts.
Yeah. Okay. If I showed up with a 20-year-old, you would be all over me. That's less of a split.
Because it's
That's
you.
less of a split than those two. I'm just saying, you're very inconsistent with your criticism.
No, I mean...
Very inconsistent. I mean, good for them. I couldn't care less either way.
I think probably the most vocal age separation that we've talked about is your girl Courtney.
Courtney Stodden?
Yeah.
Yeah, dating, what's his face?
When she married him when she was like 16 years old.
18?
Or whatever.
And he was 52.
Right.
Sounds a lot like Holland Taylor and Sarah Paulson.
A little bit more.
By the way,
for those of you who have never seen 2.5 Men like myself,
right.
She was also the professor in Legally Blonde.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's seen that.
By the way, Courtney Stodden more famous than all three of them wrapped into one.
I don't think so.
Courtney Stodden's more famous than Doug. Courtney Stodden is more famous than Holland Taylor.
I don't know about Sarah Paulson. She's
Courtney
pretty well
Stodden.
known.
Check followers. Check followers.
You're gonna base it on Instagram and Twitter?
Bingo. Courtney Stodden's more famous than Sarah Paulson. Now, I'm not saying more talented. At some things, yes.
Well,
but I'm not. She's more famous.
Some things
than Sarah
can't be
Paulson.
taught.
No, they can't. Ask Farrah.
What was your claim yesterday off air? You said somebody was more famous than Selena Gomez.
Oh, Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's more famous than Selena Gomez. Absolutely.
No one.
Wait, didn't I also? I also went with. Wait, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, who's Selena's good friend? Oh, Selena's more famous than Juliana Huff.
Yes.
Tom Wilson more famous than Selena. So in order it goes.
No.
Tom Wilson, Selena, Juliana Huff.
No disrespect to him.
Luke Robitaille.
Yeah.
More famous than all four of them.
Okay.
He's got a song written after him.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it's done.
You're right.
Thank you.
Just
more people know Tom Wilson.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Then Selena Gomez, you're out of your mind.
Check followers.
Is he the neighbor
Don't
on
check
Home
followers.
Improvement?
No, don't check followers. Serious story, a permanent memorial to mark and honor the 11 people who died during an accident before a 1979 show by The Who at Riverfront Coliseum in Cincinnati.
That was the Stampede.
They will have that permanent memorial that will go into place later on today.
That's awesome. Can I ask why, though? Not why they're doing it, but why today?
It's the 36th anniversary.
Okay. No, I mean, listen, that's good. There should be. That's nice.
Yeah.
It just seems random. Well, we're going to do it on the 36th anniversary. Like, it just seems odd.
Barbara Walters refusing to retire. She is still going to do her 10 Most Fascinating People special. We know 7 of them so far. They would be Tracy Morgan, Amy Schumer, Bradley Cooper, Ronda Rousey, Bernie Sanders, ballerina Misty Copeland, and fashion designer Donna Karan. We'll have to wait until the 17th, I believe it is,
Donna Karen interview
to come out who the final 3 are. New reports saying this much rumored Guns N' Roses reunion tour is going to happen, but it might have to be 2 years down the road. Apparently, they've gotten big offers to headline the Isle of Wight Festival or download either or as part of this tour. But if either of those happen, it wouldn't be until 2017 because Axl and Slash have to honor some previously agreed to commitments. We knew Whitney Houston was going to be going on one of those hologram tours next year. Now, apparently, they're going to do the same thing with Dean Martin.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Boy, sign me up. Apparently, a documentary about former New Orleans Saints player Steve Gleason's battle with ALS has been accepted into the 2016 Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we'll be seeing that.
That's good.
That in January. A little scary for Lana Del Rey after a fan was arrested after he was reportedly found living in her garage. She thought she was pretty far away from all the madness of Hollywood, was kind of living in a secluded area just off the beach in the area around Malibu. But apparently
Malibu's
they
pretty
said,
secluded.
well, I mean, you would think
it's celebrity heaven.
I know, but it's harder, I would think, to
I'm
get
going to get out of
into
the eye
those,
of all this Hollywood showbiz and go to Malibu.
to get into their houses. Anyway, they found her camped out in her garage. Apparently, it was evident from notes that he had written in the past that he was obsessed with her.
So that dude was living in her garage.
Living in her house. Hollywood Game Night is coming back, and they've already released
Good show.
some of the cast members who are going to be joining host Jane Lynch when it comes back for season 4 on January 5th. Names we know: Abby Wambach is going to be there.
Right on, Abby.
Al Michaels, Kesha, Florida Georgia Line, among the names that have been released so far. Jason Priestley working on a movie about the life and career of Phil Hartman. He is behind the camera, though, for this one. They said there's a pretty well-known voice actor named Darren Norris who's going to be playing the Phil Hartman character. And just because she is super nice, Taylor Swift celebrating the end of her tour by taking her entire 125-person crew on vacation. She already has a bunch of rooms booked, not only for all of them, but also herself, along with her family members, Calvin Harris, Selena Gomez, and some other people.
Tom Wilson.
Some other people that are on her squad. Rooms at this very, very posh resort on Hamilton Island start at $800 per night with a 2-night minimum.
Do you have a time when that is? I'm being completely serious. Does it say when?
Let's see. She's going to celebrate her birthday there. That's coming up on the 12th.
Oh, never mind.
Why?
No, I thought
Were you
maybe it was
looking for a break?
All-Star break.
Okay.
See if they timed it out right. All right, very good. Thank you very much, Diane. One quick break. We'll wrap everything up for you next.
Elliot in the morning.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you very much to our buddy Jim Brewer for checking in this morning. You will see Jim Brewer a week from tomorrow night. Brewer will be at the 9:30 Club. Tickets are available through ticketfly.com. So thank you very much to Jim Brewer for checking in. Also, thank you very much to Dunkin' Donuts. Delicious holiday cookie-flavored coffees, lattes, and macchiatos are here for the season. Try their new Snickerdoodle Iced Macchiato. That now joins Sugar Cookie, Peppermint Mocha, and now Snickerdoodle. So make sure you get by and try one of those. By the way, from 2 until 6, you can get any hot or iced medium latte or macchiato for just $1.99. Make note of that. That's from 2 until 6 today. $1.99, 2 to 6. You get yourself a hot or iced medium latte or macchiato. Go to DunkinDonuts.com to find the location nearest you. So thank you very much to Dunkin' Donuts for coming in. Once again, thanks to everybody who came out with us last night down in Richmond with XL 102. We were at the National with 21 Pilots. So thank you very much to everybody who came out. Also, thank you very much to Deco at CNB. DecoApartments.com. Looks like that building's beautiful. And those apartments in there are going to be fantastic. The people are very nice. So again, thanks to everybody at Deco at CNB, DecoApartments.com. We will see everybody tonight. Tonight's Elliot in the Morning's holiday concert. God, love that it's finally here. Fall Out Boy, AWOL Nation, Bastille, New Politics and the Struts. We will see everybody tonight, Eagle Bank Arena. Doors are at 5, I believe. somewhere right around there. I don't know. I'm going now. But we'll see everybody at Eagle Bank Arena. Again, if you need it. Yes, Tyler?
You wouldn't be first in line.
Are there already people there?
Yep.
Right on. Right on. I'm going to go hang out. You know what? I'm going to go tailgate. Doing it. So we'll see everybody out there. Again, if you need any info, if you are going to the show and you need any info, facebook.com/EITM online. Tomorrow morning, obviously, we'll give you a full recap of the night. I have more tickets for you to see Neon Trees, more tickets to see Wolf Mother, and more tickets to see our Facebook friends, Queensryche. So we'll give you those tomorrow. Everybody have yourself a good, safe day. We'll see everybody back here tomorrow. And see you soon.
The day is closed. Another day. It's gone from us. It's gone away. It'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll celebrate. Ho, 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 ho.